Welcome to high school football action from the previous weekend of play.
All right, here we are at Rip Hughes Stadium on a beautiful September 29th evening, and it's a great night. This is Jim Lofton here with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish, and we're going to call this game between Northview Cougars and the Satsuma High School. It looks like they're the Foxes. I'm not really sure what they are. We couldn't get a lot of info, Coach.
Yeah. They look pretty good to me, the big old guys. I don't know if they're foxes or not. They look more like elephants.
Right. Well, that's all right. We're going to find out in a minute. The 2-2 Cougars are about to play the 0-4 Satsuma, but don't let them fool you. And we got a little kind of a short kick from kicker John Boyle. It's taken by, looks like number 3, Fabian Adams, and he's got a little hole off the side, and he's going to be out over the 40. And a nice tackle there made by, that's going to be made by Matt Mims.
Pretty good coverage, and we didn't contain the outside, and he hopped around to the outside. We've been doing that the last couple of kicks, Jimbo, trying to get them cornered in that area there, and the left side just didn't really. I don't think they was expecting him to cut back out, but
no. Pretty
good return, which we don't really like, but fair coverage.
Yeah, we're going to start off here. Satsuma's going to start off 1st and 10 at their own 41, and they're going to run with one out, one ride to the right, running an I formation. So let's see what they got up their sleeve on 1st and 10.
Too tight.
All right, he's going to pitch out to the right. Looks like he's going to go for that halfback pass downfield. We got decent coverage. He came back to the ball, not there. I tell you what, they didn't disguise it much. We pretty much sent one man on his own out there. That's going to be number 1, David Kidd, went deep, and I take that back. That was George Fluckham. Anyway, go ahead, Coach. What you think?
We had Patrick Reynolds covering that. All it was a halfback pass, just a quick sweep, but our Patrick Reynolds didn't get fooled at all. Him and John Boyle looks like didn't get fooled at all. They stayed with the guy, and incomplete pass. Almost came back and got it, just on kind of a good play by the receiver. But we had him covered, so it's a good first start.
You know, that's one of those things on those kind of plays, Coach. That's all you want. You want them to recognize it and just not get hurt. Satsuma trying to make something happen early in the game. And, if you're on the road, that's something you love to do.
Absolutely. Got a penalty on that, so it kind of brings back anyway, a holding penalty.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. That's 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 at the 32. All right, line up again in that I formation with the man split out to the left. He's going to take it from under center, and he hands off to the right side over to George Fluckham. And George is going to pick up a couple yards on second effort. It's going to pick up about 8.5, Coach.
That was a good job, just a power play to the right side. And we attacked him, but we just kind of didn't really get him in the line of scrimmage and stay with him. But good hustle, and just kind of got to get used to this offense and see what we can do. Real similar eye offense in a way, though. They run a lot of eye stuff, and pro right with a split in, and a flanker to one side, split into the other. Here they come out with the same thing. Now we got no tight end.
There we go. All right.
Going to the spread.
That's right. They're going to run him. We're going to split him out to the left. All right. Let's see what he does, keeping one blocker in. He's going to take it from shotgun. He drops back. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw it downfield and overthrows. As a matter of fact, Patrick Reynolds is probably closest man to it, Coach, down there at about the 48.
That Patrick, I tell you what, he'll kind of lay back and let things. I've already learned watch what he does, because he'll kind of lay back and think everything's okay with that quarterback, and then he'll attack it. And all they did is run a deep out with the inside receiver, double twin, what I call it, 4 receivers and deep out, and Patrick had it covered.
Well, like you said, that's fine. You love to get anybody in third and long. We're going to be 3rd and 12 at the Satsuma at their own 40, and of course, he's going to show that I formation. Let's see what he does with it.
Back to the tight end eye.
Perry Rocker, the senior. Take that back, Blake Rowell. All right.
Looks like might be a motion
call over there.
Yep. One of the guys moved. That's going to bring them on back, make it, 3rd and 8, Jimbo?
That's going to make it about 3rd and 17, actually, Coach.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they had that long 3rd and 12. They just hadn't been able to recover from that first penalty.
Right.
And that's fine. That just tells you defense stepping up. And, of course, you watch a guy, like Patrick Reynolds, and you put him in a long position. He knows they're going to do it. He loves to play center field, doesn't he?
Yeah. He did a great job against Opelika last week. He baited that guy twice, and he almost had two peaks for touchdown. Had one that brought it all the way back, brought it back to in position to get one. And
all right, they're going to come out with 4 wideouts. We're going to watch Fluckham take it from under center, or from shotgun. Drops back, looking down the middle. He's got a man open. I tell you what, it was a nice play down there. Blake Rowell caught it for a first down, Coach. He got his yard mark at 17, but I'm going to tell you what, he's going to remember it the next time. He got stuck right there.
That was a beautiful pass play. It was a seam play. All receivers went on fly pattern, and the inside receiver went on what they call the seam, right up the hash marks, and got in between the safety and the corner and the linebacker, and the quarterback did a good job of threading it.
That was nice, yeah. That was a nice play.
Good pass. Of course, we hit him, like you said, when we caught it. We'll get that better, hopefully.
I thought for a minute there he was going to was maybe not going to hold on to the ball, but he did. He did a nice job of holding on to it. All right, we're going to go back with back under center, and he's going to have mix up in the backfield. You know what happened? Fumbled, and it looks like the Cougars are going to cover that one, Coach. Getting a lot of flags going out. Let's see what we got. Yep, it's going to be Cougars ball. We had a mix up in the backfield. Running back and the quarterback started dancing, and unfortunately it was a slam dance. When he dropped that ball, I'll tell you what, Cougars were all over it.
I couldn't tell who did that. Penetration is the best and worst best thing for the defense and the worst thing for an offensive team. And we penetrated then and we're back there, and all those linemen made a good play. I couldn't tell which one it was.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know what? It was one of those deals where they were all being popped right there. So,
right.
All right, let's see what the Cougars are up to today. Wimbish is back there trying to get them all set up, and looks like we're going to go with 4 wideouts this time right off the bat. So why not?
Yep.
All right, we're going to bring one back in motion from the. I can't. We wasn't time on that. Too many movement.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a guy in motion. Evidently changed the cadence, and he wasn't quite ready. They got to kind of settle down, get to concentrate on what they're doing. But anyway, it's different. The Cougars are coming out now with a double twin again, and last week they were in the eye, and then went to the double twin, and we're mixing it up. We don't know what we're coming out with next, and of course they run both offenses, and I think this is a good move.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to pick up some of these numbers for us, Coach, but we'll get there. All right, got him in motion. Wimbish going to hand off to the inside. We're going to go with, get on it. Don't try to run it. Dadgummit. I tell you, we tried the double reverse, Coach, and when it doesn't happen, you got to fall on that ball. That's all there is to it. Cougars going to turn it over right back to them at their own 43. Unfortunately, that second exchange with Coachman, it just didn't happen. And what they got to tell him is next time you see that drop on it, let's start over.
Right. I think he tried to get it, and then he tried to pick it up, and you just got to, like you said, get on the ball.
Get on the ball, and we'll go to second down.
Nothing hurt. That's good. 43-yard line, 42, whatever. Good defense. Shut them down, and let's get this thing back under control here.
All right, let's see.
That play was open.
Yeah, we're going to run him with a stack on the left side. He's going to run that sweep to the strong left side, but he cut back against the grain. He's going to get, all right, that's all right. It was a good job there. That was a nice job by Patrick Reynolds to bring him down on the cutback, so he's only going to pick up about 3.
Sweep to the left, and then he cut back like you said. Good job. Good job.
It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the Cougar 40. Yeah, that's whereas you got good pursuit, and as fast as our defense is, you see him going in, and then all of a sudden you get the cutback. Sometimes you got nobody there, but we had him there. We
got to keep him in second and long. When we do that, we play pretty good defense.
Yep.
And
all right. I'll tell you what, we're in the backfield on him, and I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful play. Roderick Thomas was, I'll tell you what, he was in the backfield having breakfast with him at that one. That was good.
That was the midline. That was just the midline veer right up the middle of the field. The quarterback steps to the left and gives it to the fullback or reads it right in the middle. He looked like he missed the fullback or read it wrong, and we were on top of the quarterback in a flash, and great job by our defense.
I thought Roderick might take that hand off. All right, now we're going to go 3rd and 9. Let's see. They got some confidence in the passing game. You know, they're switching up a little bit here. You know, they're running both a wide out and a quarterback in, but they're going to go with Fluckham this time. He's going to take it, fakes it. He steps up. Let's see if he tries to turn it up. Yep, well, nice play out there to Blake Rowell, and he's going to pick up the first down. Picked up about 14 down to the Northview 30. That's one of those where you saw your DB right in the middle of them, no man's land. He
came, he got out of the protection a little bit and came in and around and out pattern over there, and our strong safety came up, our outside backer came up, and he flipped it right over his head. And if outside backer hadn't came up, he'd have ran it.
That's exactly right.
So you didn't know which way to go.
All right, we're going to go with 1st and 10 at the Cougar 30 with 8:40 left in the first quarter, and let's see if we can't stiffen up here, Coach.
Only way they're moving the ball is throwing the ball.
That's right.
Let's see if we can't. They'll eventually shut that down, I believe.
Yeah,
the secondary we have.
All right, he's going to do that, team. Now they're going to try to run a reverse back over to the left side. He's got blocking. I tell you what, he's got some blocking, Coach. I'm afraid. All right, down to about the 2-yard line. I tell you what, he had 4 men on his side, and we only had 2 over there in defense. we got fooled on that one.
That was a reverse. You know, it's been running the sweep every time, put the flanker, and then flanker came back around, took the ball, ran a reverse, and we didn't have anybody covering the backside, and here they go.
All right, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2 right now for Satsuma. And let's, we've seen the Cougars do it before. What we need them to do is let's see if we can stiffen up right here and hold them. Need a penalty, need a big play here to knock them back and make them think something other than the, of course, they're going to put in their large car package right now, so let's see what they do.
2 tight ends with an L, 6 L-I.
He's going to hand up, obviously, to the 2nd man or 3rd man through, and he gets in.
Yeah.
Going to be touchdown Satsuma.
Right over the left side, outside dive, and right over the left side, touchdown. Just a power play.
Well, that was probably not what either side would call your crispest side, but crispest set of series there with a couple of turnovers and things like that. But it is what it is. So with 8:28 in the first quarter, they'll be set up for the point after Satsuma.
Well, we just have to settle down and play good, strong defense. I think we thought we were kind of settled down. We really didn't have enough time.
I tell you what, he didn't make it, Coach. He pushed it off to the right. Let's see. I tell you what, it seemed like he took a long time to kick that one. I'm going to call that. I'm trying to pick that number up. Looked like Kyle Seeley, who is a linebacker that's kicking for him, and I don't know, Kyle may be a prospect for the Tide right now. I'm kidding. The poor guy last week, I know it. That's not right. I'm an Alabama guy, but that's just the deal. Anyway, 6-0. So there's a little bit of a break with 8:28 in the first quarter. Score is Satsuma 6, Northview 0. All right. Satsuma will line up, and, of course, for the Cougars, we're going to have both Cameron Jackson, Vincent McMiller, and, of course, Patrick Reynolds deep with McMiller in the center. So let's see what they do. Let's see what kind of kickoff we get here. They're going to kick it to the left side over there. We're going to go up to the up man, so that's going to be over to Justin Johnson. That's not what you want to do if you're Satsuma. Johnson breaks loose. He's at the 40.
Down.
He's gone, buddy. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. No dumb blocks. He's at the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Cougars. You know, what did we say? You hit it up. He is not the short man you want to kick it to.
No. They look like they're trying to kick it away from Patrick and kick it to him, and that was the wrong one. Either one of those would be wrong.
Well, I tell you what.
Blocking, though, up the middle. Jim, I couldn't tell whether it was a kick out. Looks like kick out blocks, and both of them did that and had a big old hole, and his speed just when he got in the middle of that, it was
absolutely. I'll tell you this: soon as you saw him cut back. Well, first you see him catch the ball, and you said, that's not who you guys want to kick it to. And we tried to get some numbers of players from Satsuma. I'm not picking them. They said, we don't have any. Well, we got one for you. We got number 2, and he just put 6 on the board.
I'm telling you. All
right, Ball for the kick. Ball's a good kicker. Let's go in. Oh, block. All right, let's get this down. Don't let them return it, guys. Remember, it's all right, never mind. All right, let's block kick. So here we are with 8:15 to go in the first quarter, and now the score is Northview 6, Satsuma 6. But I'll tell you what, the Cougars will get a pump out of that. Nothing like giving up a score, doing that, and turning around and running one right back to them. So, all right, boys, it's even. Let's start over.
I'll tell you what, I can tell you a little history back in the early 80s. I forget what year it was. I think it was 1980, one of those. We kicked off to Huntsville.
Right.
They had that great running back that went to Alabama, and I'm trying to think of his name. But anyway, you know him. Anyway, he kicked off to, and they kicked off to Charlie Davis from Northview. He brought it back. It was 7-7, and hadn't even played a minute of the ball game yet. That kind of reminds me of that in a way.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Speaking of those old days, we were talking about this earlier. I tell you, it was great today. We had a reunion, had the folks from 79, 78, 79, 80, 81 here. Had a lot of good folks here, and it was a lot of fun and a lot of reminiscing. And unfortunately, there were some folks that knew how good or bad some of us were. So if we've been telling stories for 20 years, we were kind of fished out today, weren't we?
I'm telling you. I tell you what, I told somebody, it's the day of my life. I've never had a more fun than anybody could ever ask for. This day was. And they did tell a lot. I think they've embellished everything. They kept telling stuff, and it kept getting worse. And I don't think I was as bad as they said I was. And so I think they tripled it since they played.
That's right. Well, some of them moving out of town, and they can tell them over there without any reprise. All right, Bull's going to kick it off. It's all right.
A little better coverage now.
Yeah, we're going to kick it down to about the 15, and Fabian Adams has it. And you know what? We're all over him.
Yeah, great
we're all over him. Down to the 27. That's all he gets this time, Coach.
That was great kickoff coverage. Everybody covered good. Everybody was in the lane, stayed good down in there. And Coach White, I know, has been working with that and just done a great job with that. That looked really good.
I saw McMiller in there. I saw several in there. I saw McMiller, and I saw also for the Cougars, I saw Cedric Jackson in there as well. So
It's hard to get the numbers from up here. We got to get better at the numbers.
Well, you know, it's
they're running down so fast, and you see it. Maybe I can't see good either.
no, well, that's part of it. Like I said, we're trying to catch both. We like to tell you who's on Satsuma, but we're having to pick up all that on our own, but that's okay. We're not fussing. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 27. And we're going to send a man in motion, so we're going to have it. He's going to step back. He's looking again. He's going to throw that short one. You know what? That was just threw it too high.
Yeah. Like somebody heard from Satsuma getting up slow, the wide receiver was, but quick screen to the split end out there, and like you said, threw it too high and stuck it down. Good coverage there. We had good coverage on both of them.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get a lot out of it regardless.
I think we settled down. I think the biggest problem we do is trying to get in the flow of things. I've noticed that with us, these 4 ball games. Once we get in the flow, we're okay. We're kind of slow getting in the flow sometimes.
All right, Rowell under center now for Satsuma. He's got the I backfield behind him. Takes snap. He's going to run that sweep off to the right. He cuts back, and I'll tell you what, this George Fluckham's a good runner. Referee got run over. We got one of those guys down. Yeah. He's back up though, but he picked up about 12, Coach.
That's a quick sweep. All it is, what I call a quick sweep, or a sweep that's like a power play, and he saw the hole from the backside. Got great vision, that back does. Cut to the backside, and we didn't have anybody there, and there you go.
All right, well, it'll be 1st and 10 Satsuma at the 41. You know, it's not like they're moving it, but they're hitting us with a play or two every time. You know, I mean, I say not moving. It's not like 4 yards and they're pushing us around. It's that, but we're going to be.
We stop them, then they get a bigger play, looks like, and then.
All right, now he's going to look at that. Now he's going to go back long. We're watching him. Come on. Golly. Dadgummit, almost statue. Come on, get him down now. We're trying to get him down. All right, fumble. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. We're picking it up. This is where I go. Number 21, that's Cedric Jackson to the 20. Back out to the 30. He cuts back upfield. He's at 35. He's knocked out at 38. Well, I tell you, Coach.
I'm telling you.
All right, we got a late flag, and that's going to be there it is, number 76 for Satsuma. I believe is going to pick up an extra 15, but recount that one for us, Coach. You saw the play.
That was a great play. All that was a play-action pass, faking a little reverse they did, and the split end ran a post up the field, deep in the middle of the field. Spurrier ran the same thing last night against Auburn, didn't complete it. Except he completed it, and then one guy was holding on, waiting for somebody else, and about 5 hit in ball fumble, and here we go. We're bringing it all the way back.
And you know, the thing was, Boyle, I'll give Boyle some credit. The guy was a step behind him, but when Boyle got him, he wouldn't turn loose. He looked like a Venus flytrap on him, and he sat there and he pulls, and about that time, and I'm sorry, I missed that, somebody came in and just pounded him, and then, of course, Jackson picked up. Do you know what, Coach? We got it. We must have
we got it.
Unless we had some pushing or shoving on the sideline, we don't know.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
I thought we saw the late hit.
Yeah. All right,
okay, so we got the ball. And this is only our second offensive play. You know, we hadn't really ran an offensive play.
Be 1st and 10 from the Cougars from their own 23. Probably if we focused on the sideline and saw somebody grabbing a helmet, we'd know who it is, but we're not going to worry about it. All right. He's going to hand off. There it is, first play. Cedric Jackson trying to bounce outside, but there wasn't anything there, Coach.
That's the first time we've been in that set. It's an unbalanced set, not with a lineman, with a split end and flanker on the side the tight end ends, which is what I call unbalanced. He got in an eye and ran the deep cut play, the deep fullback kick-out play, and didn't get much done there.
And I said Cedric, it's actually Cameron, and I know better than that. It is Cameron. We got 2 Jacksons, Cedric and Cameron both starting, and that was my call there. All right.
Didn't lose much there.
No, we're going to still be second about 10.5. Now, let's see if some of those big old guys up front, Forrester, Morgan, Hall, Miller, and Carroll, can get something going for us here, establish some authority there on the line, and see what we can do here. Long setback. All right, Wimbush looks back. He's looking. He's stepping up. It closes up. You know, same thing. We didn't pick up anything there. We were going to be 3rd and 10 again. One
back set in, and had a flanker and a little wing back, and it was a pass pattern. It was like it was a deep pass pattern here, and we didn't stay with them long enough. And I think Wimbush kind of eased out, tried to get a little room where he could throw it or either run, and they closed on him pretty quick. So makes it 3rd down. We're good for that little screen.
That's right. That's been a bread and butter for us. So we need to see what's going on there. We're going to have about time the play snaps. We'll be at 6 minutes to go, halfway through the first quarter, and of course, it's going to be Northview 6, Satsuma 6. Let's see what we got up our sleeve on 3rd and 11, Coach.
Set again.
Lone setback. Looks like they're going to bring a little house. He looks the other way. There it is. That little quick hitter. A lot of traffic in there, Coach.
Yeah. Thought we was fixing to break it loose.
Yeah.
That's the quick screen to the flanker. That wasn't the one I was talking about. But anyway, we've been successful with that the last couple of weeks, and I thought he had a little running room, and all of a sudden they closed on it.
He did it. He hit Patrick Reynolds, and it was a nice little play. But those holes closed quick, so we're getting a little feel maybe for this speed of this Satsuma team.
Timeout referees.
All right. Well, with timeout on the field at 5:29, and the score Northview 6, Satsuma 6. All right, they're coming back off this timeout. I guess it's going to be with 5:29 left in the first quarter. Of course, 6-6, all knotted up here at Ripview Stadium.
In tight punt formation. See what we can do. Our punt coverage team has been doing really well.
Yeah, let's see what Coachman can do for us. I'll mention this while they're lining up. I watched Coachman play in a JV game the other night, and I'm going to tell you what, that was impressive as well.
Oh yeah.
He made a play rolling to his left, throwing back to his right. That was there. All right, snap's fine. Coachman with a nice kick. A little wobbly, but the way I like them.
In a row.
That's right. Looks like this thing's going to go down to about the 41, Coach. So Satsuma will get it 1st and 10 at the 41. So that is almost about a 38, 40-yard kick with no return. You take that every day.
Oh, absolutely. Good coverage, too, down the field, and we like that. But now we need to stop them and get ourselves going in the right direction. I think they're doing a really good job of moving the ball at times, but they're not any consistency with them. And then we hadn't had the ball with like 4 plays.
No,
It's just not having any kind of way to get any kind of rhythm going.
All right, let's see what we can do on defense. We're doing a little shift around. They're going to come up with Cougars with a 4-man front. He's going to hand off to the second back, and you know what? He's going to find 1 yard and a pile of Cougars is what he's going to find out.
Good job there. Good job
I see them all in there. Just
a power play, fullback leading, and our linebacker did a good job of taking it on and good pursuit and shut that thing down. And that's what I like. When we do sucking along, I feel really good about it because that puts the pressure on the other team.
I saw that's what you like to see. What you like to see.
So basically, they're probably going to come up throwing the ball.
Yeah, they've had some success. I mean, they got to look at it.
Yeah, so it's some kind of something they're doing. You can kind of play for it.
All right, he's got that same eye back. Let's see what he's got. He fakes it. He's going to roll back out to his right. He's going to throw short underneath to, I guess that was a tight end, and he's going to pick up about 11, Coach, down to the inside Cougar territory to the 48.
That's a bootleg pass. That's the same play that Opelika hurt us with us last week, except he throws the tight end. The tight end delays blocks for a second, and then you fake the play-action run, and then you bootleg it back around and slide him out in the flats. And it's really hard to cover because your corner's getting run off, and really your linebacker's got to cover, and he's got to take the run fake. So that's one of the better plays in football, and Opelika did a good job, and they did a good job with it.
I've noticed several of the college teams that we know near and dear to us have run some tight end stuff.
Absolutely.
It's been good. So I tell you, Satsuma is full of play action tonight, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they do. So far, they look really smooth.
Yeah,
with
they
some
sure
of the
do.
stuff they've done.
All right, Rowell on the city. He drops straight back, pump fake short. He's still looking long. I tell you what, we got coverage. He's overthrown it. There you go. That's going to be Cedric Jackson, number 21. He overthrew. He tried to go down and hit David Kidd down there deep for Satsuma. And Jackson, you know what? He had a beat on it all the way out. Stayed with his man, intercepted at the 20-yard line.
They're good at sucker guy. Them free safeties are. He just hung back in there deep and let him throw it. Really, the should have hit the guy in the seam. That's where to hit him, and he let him go too far. And of course, that's great coverage from us, and not a very good That's what I'm saying. One play looks really good with them. The next play doesn't execute quite as well. And it might be a lot of it has to do with how good we're playing defense.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What I noticed is, of course, you throw those floaters up there. If your DBs are where they are, or the kind of guys that we got, they're not scared to let this guy run a little bit because he had his eye on the ball the whole time. I thought for a second that Kidd was loose for him, but he wouldn't. So Cougars back on offense, going to start basically at about their own 20. They're calling the 19. I'm calling it the 20. We're going to hand it to the number second man through, and he's going to find about 6 yards. Let's say that's got to be Cameron Jackson.
That's tight end formation, then tight end blocks down, fullback kicks out, lead play, bam.
Here's what I like. He may just say, let's settle this down instead of doing rocking and rolling and crazy stuff, and let's just, if we can do 5 yards in a cloud of dust each time, we'll be in third and short or 1st and 10 every 2 or 3 plays.
That's the first time he's attacked the left side. The right side he didn't do much a minute ago, but he's got the left side for a few yards.
And of course, we got Brandon McKnight on our big package in there too. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's run behind him all right, there wasn't anything there that time, Coach.
No.
Off to the right side.
Same thing to the right. That's what I was saying. The right side doesn't look as we're not having as good a help with them over there. I'm not doing as well on the right side as we do the left.
Right. Trying to get a couple of these guys over here. Jacob Beck for them in 68. Let's see, Jeremy Mosley. He's a senior. I'd like to see what his weight is. I can tell you he's a buffet buster. I can tell that from here.
Well, they're going to the spread. They're having a little confusion back there.
Yeah.
Wonder what they're doing. And
yeah, we bringing in Daniel George. We like to have him in. We got to run a play. We're down to 8 on the shot clock. All right, guys, spread them out. Get on it. Somebody just fall on it. There you go. There's a smart play, but that's
flag. It'll be brought back, and we'll get a 5-yard penalty. We were in motion.
Oh, okay. Well, hey,
that won't count.
Thank goodness for motion. Instead of being 1st and 20 or 3rd and 20, we're going to be about 3rd and 11. Well, all right. It's one of those times you sure like to see us say, let's stop and regroup here on a 3rd and 5, because that's a big play in your own territory. But with 1:55 to go here in the first quarter, and it's all knotted up at 6 apiece. Let's see. We got they're running the clock, but the boys in the stripes are still talking about it. Okay. I think the clock operator missed something there, didn't he, Coach?
I think he has. He's letting the thing run.
All right. Decline the penalty. Okay, that makes sense. Decline the penalty, and we covered it. But
I didn't think they could decline. I thought they.
I didn't know you could decline a motion, but well, fourth and 6, go figure.
Yeah.
Unless he said he was in motion after the play, which he was. He was trying to cover the fumble. But I will tell you this. I don't know if that was the intention. We did run about 20 seconds off the clock. All right, Coachman will be punting out of his own end zone. He's going to be about 3 yards deep. Let's see what we do. Satsuma has got their man, David Kidd, who's a senior, is standing at about the Cougar 45 for that one. A little high. Oof. Tell you what, we kind of, quite frankly, Coach, I think he got a piece of that one.
Yeah, almost got it.
I tell you what, he sure did. That was number 20, a Greg Brown from Satsuma, who was a sophomore running back, ran in there and got a piece of it from Coachman. And they're going to take over at about the 12-yard line. They're going to take over the Cougar 12-yard line. That was very unfortunate. He just one man broke through and got enough of it to do that.
I don't know, couldn't tell. We had the up back hit him, and I don't know what he just might have jumped up and got his hand on it. And a big series here, though. Big series. Got to forget that, and got a big series. Got to shut this down. And
all right, he's going to run with the eye, obviously.
Get him in a second long and get him.
There we go. That's what we need. Let's back him up 5 more. Let's go 1st and 15 from the 17. Yeah, it does. It seems I'd like to call it jitter. It's either jitters or a little sloppy here early, Coach.
I don't know what we're just. I think coming off last week's loss to Oklahoma, I think took a little out of us, and they just got to settle down.
Yeah, that was.
And start playing.
That was last week was a little like Rocky and Clubber Lang. We know he can come back, but he just got to forget about it.
Oh yeah. Got to get a good big play here.
All right,
and make
here we go. Need a defense. Let's see what we got. Got a little motion going, and he's going to take out and hand it off to that second back, but he's got a little seam on the left side. He's going to get down to about the 10. That's George Fluckham. They've been working pretty hard. They've been moving back and forth between Fluckham, who shows as QB, and Ryle, who shows the wide out. They're kind of platooning those guys in different positions.
That's a deep kick-out play that we're running, but they ran it to our left. That's the same thing they scored on early in the game.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 10, and we may we'll get one more play off this quarter. Let's see what Satsuma's thinking. They got their large car package in. I see they got one other buffet man in the backfield, so let's see what he's got happening this time. Got a feeling they'll run it to one of those. Let's see what they do here. He's going to do that sweep to that side, but got a flag back in the holding area, Coach. Let's see what happens. He got down to about the 4, but let's see what the hanky is all about.
I think the split end the cornerback got held by the split end over there. I saw him grabbing something over there, and I didn't know if they'd call it or not, but.
Yeah, we got to tell him you can't salsa dance while you're on the field. When you grab that guy's arm and it extends, you know it's coming. And it looks like we're going to be walking back.
Good call there to get us in a good situation there. And I hope we can do something with it now. Now that makes it definitely
second long.
And they're going to come out throwing.
Should be about 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17 from about the 20. We'll call it the 19 and a half. All right, let's see what we got coming out here for the Satsumas.
Going to the spread, Seb.
Going to the spread, yeah. There we go. See what we got happening here. He's going to center it back to Fluckham as the QB. He's going to drop back. He's looking right now. He's going to try to stay. There we go. That's how you play a little defense. Roderick Thomas in there took care of him, but he got actually hit by. He got hit initially by, I think it was actually Brandon Butler,
yeah.
But right as he broke free a little bit, Roderick Thomas was right there, and he went ahead and submitted him for about a 4.5-yard loss. And that's the end of the first quarter, and we're going to leave the first quarter knotted up. Northview 6, Satsuma 6. All right, we're back. Satsuma 6. All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 33, and he's got a little, let's see what he's got. He handed off to that second back, and about a cloud of dust, 2 yards in a cloud of dust. I see all kind of folks getting up there. Anthony Austin coming out from that pile, and
the power play to the right and fake to the little wing coming around. They'll give it to that wing in a minute.
That's exactly right. They're using those to set it up, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I'll tell you what, they've given a variety of plays. They're giving you a different look and something to deal with.
Yep.
But it's not bad. Second and 7, you said?
Second about 7.
Yeah. So this is a big play for us this half.
That's exactly
I think we need
right.
to shut them down and get the ball back, and let's try to get something before half if we can.
They're going to split one way out here on the left side. Let's see what kind of deal they got going on. Let's see, Mitchell Morales is up watching him. All right, there they go. Here's the out. Here it is. Come on up. That away. Look at that. Nice play.
Kind of holding again on them.
Mitchell Morales with a nice play. Drop back. I watched, just isolated on the DB over here. Mitchell's in here. He drops back and they do it, and once he's committed to the run, he came up and made the play.
They did a really good job, and they were holding them right there.
Yeah.
They caught them in it.
Absolutely.
But that's the same play as a minute ago. Instead of giving the power, then they gave it to the wing coming around, and that'll make it 2nd and probably 15, which is good.
I tell you one thing, I noticed that their receiver did not, he didn't quite sell it enough. He'd have really powered downfield to try to get the guy to bite, but Mitchell may not have done that anyway, so that's a good play on his part.
I tell you, our secondary flies to the ball.
They sure do.
Really
they sure do.
We've got a lot of team speed on defense, and the coaches do a really good job. Coach White and Coach Torrance, and do a great job of
and that holding call, Coach, will give them a 2nd and 16 here with 6:58 to go in the quarter and the half. And let's see what we got happening out here. They're going to run a similar set off this left hash. All right, he's going to run the sweep. Now he's looking downfield. He wants to throw it, Coach. Let's see what he's got. Oh, no! Mitchell misread. Let's see. Come on, Mitchell. Tell you what, he's off to the races, Coach. It's going to be touchdown, Satsuma. I tell you, it was that halfback pass to Marcus Martin, and Mitchell saw it the whole way. He just let him get further behind him.
Yeah. Well, he misjudged his jump.
That's exactly right.
Didn't stay with the man. The thing that young defensive backs do a lot of times is they go to the ball instead of the man, and they need to stay with the man and then go to the ball.
Right.
And that's something you learn as you get older. And he's a what Mitchell? I don't know how long he's been back there.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those things. He just had a misread because you could almost see it him. He knew what he wanted to do and he had the right idea. Next thing you know, he realized this guy was 2 steps behind him. All right. Well, I tell you what, that's the ugliest extra point I've seen, but it was good. So with 6:43 left in the half, it's going to be a score Satsuma 13 and Northview 6. All right, well, Satsuma's going to line it up here with 6:43 to go in the first half, and Satsuma's going to line it up and kick it off, obviously. I'd like to see him kick it, be happy for him to kick it short to Justin. Again, I got a feeling he ain't going to do that. He's not going to do it. He's going to kick it short to the other side. We're going to pick it up at the 30, and I think that's Cedric Jackson short over on the left side, and we're going to get it at about the 34. That's exactly who it was.
Now we need to establish something and just get something moving here. It's 6 minutes, 35 seconds, 13-6, and we need to get something offensive and take it on down the field and get an established drive and go. I think we need a little enthusiasm, something to kind of click us on. It kind of like we're not really clicking on all cylinders for some reason.
That's right. Well, let's see. Let's see if the Cougars come out here. I think we're
Patrick Reynolds back there at quarterback now.
I know we got Patrick Reynolds back. We're going to have Gus Johnson and T.J. Marshall both out on the right side. He's going to run back. He's looking. There it is. How about it? Right there to Marshall. He sees out over 50 down to the 45. And I tell you what, T.J. Marshall with a very nice play there, Coach.
That's the best we've looked. Reynolds got in quarterback, and he's more of the spread quarterback than Wimbush. Wimbush is more of the eye quarterback, and it looks like both of them play it. But
sure. Well, I think, you know what? You got to do something. Let's shake it up a little bit. These guys are both, I know Wimbush and Reynolds are both team players, but let's shake it up and do something.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see what Reynolds has got up his sleeve, and
force them into that.
That's exactly right. Make them think different. Let's see. Look at there you go. Look at that. He's spread out. He goes to the right. He's going right left. A lot of open field, Coach. He's going to cross the 45, down to the 40, almost to the 35, and he's the kind of guy that can break loose and do that.
Look good.
And Reynolds is down to the Satsuma 35, and again, he was looking for him. They had him spread out everywhere, and he didn't see anything. And when he turned it up, he can break loose from a guy and turn it into a big game.
Absolutely. That's all that was, is he sprinted to the right, and then he reversed his field and had good blocking. Somebody over there, I couldn't tell who it was, did a really good job of that.
Well, you go on the line, of course, you got D.R. Forrester and Ross Morgan, those guys on that left side. Tyler Hall at center, Chris Miller and Brian Carroll all playing, and maybe we'll get a little something established here. All right, we're going to have a timeout on the field at 5:52, 13-6 Satsuma.
Probably it.
All right, Cougars got a little timeout. Let's see what they got. It was second and very short one. Reynolds is going to be back in the shotgun. Let's see, he's going to do it. He's going to hand off up the middle. Hey, beautiful. Whoa. No, he's not. He even fooled me. I tell you, a tearaway jersey been great there. Reynolds with a nice fake up the middle. Probably only faked me out, but then he turned and taken it to the left side and picked up the first down, picked up about 4 yards down to the 32-yard line.
It's usually a read on that. I don't know if he's reading on the backside end. If the end closes, he pulls it. If the end stays right there, then he'll turn it up, and it looks like the end closed, and he pulled it. Just got him with a shirt.
And faked it to Jackson, and it was a play, and I was following Jackson and thought we were going for 6, but, hey, you know what? I'm only worth what they're paying us, Coach.
I'm telling you.
All right, he is going to hand it off this time to Jackson, who breaks loose. He's across the 25, down to about the 23. And I tell you what, Jackson ran hard through traffic and picked up about 9 on the play.
Well, we're beginning to get a little rhythm now.
There you go.
Got a little rhythm going. Got in the shotgun, running the dive play, reading the backside in like we're saying, and good blocking up front.
There you go.
You mentioned all the linemen a minute ago there.
Yeah.
Tyler Hall and
Ross Morgan and D.R. Forrester, Chris Miller, Brian Carroll. Yeah, we got our version, as we've said before, our version of the Hogs working hard. All right, he's going to drop back. Didn't need that, Coach. I'm afraid Satsuma thinks they have it. Had a bad exchange there. We was trying to pull it out. Let's see what we got as they unpile them. And it is Satsuma's ball. Well, that's unfortunate. We sure had something going there, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, got a good series going and got stopped by that. And
well, with 4:40 here in the first half, it's going to be Satsuma 13, Northview 6. All right, let's see what we can do here, Coach. Defense going to have to get tough and sticky, but they had a little breather, so let's see if they can make something happen here.
High left formation and 2 tight ends, and they're going to sweep to the weak side.
Sweep the weak side, and he's
good job.
Let's tackle. All right, there we go. He picked up only about 3, and I see all kind of folks coming out of there. Anthony Austin coming out of there.
Looked like a little better pursuit, a little more enthusiasm there as we're going around this thing. And they need to shut them down and get the offense back. I think the offense gave the defense a little break. The offense get back in there, and offensive coaching are down there now trying to work out all the bugs. I see Coach Harris down there trying to get them in a flow of things. And
all right, they got the heavy boy package in there. I see they got their big man in there at fullback.
I said again, tight end.
He fakes
bootleg.
He fakes it, bootlegs. He throws to the up man, the tight end, and of course Cedric Jackson right on the spot to take him down, and he picked up about, let's see, he's close, picked up about 6.5. Let's see if it's enough for the first.
I believe it is. That's that same bootleg play. They run they fake the dive play, the run play to the right, and bootlegs it out, and the tight end blocks, and then you slide out in the flats. They did the same thing the first half a minute ago. We had him covered pretty well, I thought. Maybe we're just letting him. It's just really hard against the grain to stay with the guy, and I think eventually if we'll stay with that, we'll pick that up the right way. That's a tough play to handle.
It's going to be first. We got a flag down already. Too many came out with 12 guys, and 12 guys, and they came out of the huddle and broke it with 12 guys. So we're going, legal substitution. So we're going to back this one on up back. They're showing the 43. Actually, we were there at the 38, so now they're going to try it from the 30, about the 33.5-yard line. And that'll be 1st and 15 for Satsuma here with 3:23 to go, and the clock is running.
I don't know what Satsuma might try to run the clock out or what they're going to try to do.
Well, I think I got a feeling we're going to see some aeronautics here, Coach.
Yeah, double twin.
Yep.
Gun.
Let's see what they do. If nothing, even if they spread it out and try to give it up. All right, he's stepping out. Quarterback, there was a couple of nice blocks. Let's get in there and hit somebody. All right. I tell you what, he rambled and stambled and picked up about 14 and a half. He's close to the first. I tell you what, I think he got 15. He's over for the first down.
The longer we let Satsuma kind of hang around here, the more confidence they get, the better they play.
That's exactly right.
We've got to settle down here, get into halftime and shut this thing down, get ourselves settled down.
Well, let's.
This is big defensive series here, and it's time to shut it down and stop it all.
Spread them up. They spread them out that time and felt like they'd let their quarterback run the ball. So, so let's see what Rowell's going to do out from under center from him this time. Well, he's going to split out, and they're going to go with the other one. All right, let's see. We got 4 linemen, and he's going to look to his right, and he doesn't have anything, and we're going to catch him on the backside, I think. Let's tackle. We had him a couple of times in the backfield, and then he ended up scrambling for about 4. Roderick Thomas on the tackle, and it's going to be with 2:25 and the clock ticking at our 45.
Spencer Pipers was in on that, too.
Yeah.
Second and 5. They have him cornered back there. It seemed like we just not got the little zip or something. I mean, I don't know. We got to.
Well, we had to, and you're right, we had good coverage. It looked like we had him covered all the way around. He had to scramble. We had him look like back for a loss for a minute, but he broke free and got 5. Second and a short 5 this time. Let's see what we got.
Going to the tight end, back to the spread again. And,
all right, we're gonna send the extra one in there. Come on. He's gonna go deep down the right side, but all right, nice play out there by John Ball. He went deep down the right side, trying to hit David Kidd again, and down at about the 20, but Ball had him played perfectly all the way.
Pretty play. That's a defensive
nice play
there. I thought Spencer Pipers was going to get him.
He was close.
He was coming in there, and looks like he kind of overran him a little bit when he was coming in there. And
yes.
3rd and long, big series.
I'll tell you what, you let Spencer get your hand on him, he benches about 400. If he gets his hand on him, he's not going to turn him loose.
Right, going to pull him down.
That's right.
We need to get some good. Front's doing a little bit better. We just need to get this thing stopped.
That's right. Let's get a little zip in us. All right, here we go. They're going to run. Oh, they move. We ought to have hankies everywhere. There we go. All right, we're going to back it up 5. We're going to make it 3rd and about 9, Coach, at the about the 49 and a half. And there was 2 or 3 of those guys on Satsuma that moved that time. So
passing down here in 3rd down, and minute and 48 seconds left in the half. And don't let them do anything else to us. And I think probably the best thing to do is get us into halftime and settle this thing down and go. Let's get this.
Yeah, we got some flashes. You know, that last offensive series, I'll tell you what, we put some spark. We had their number. We were moving it, and unfortunately had a turnover.
Right.
But that's irrelevant right now. Here we are at dead midfield, 3rd and 9. Big play with 1:45 left. They've got the big package in. Let's see what they do. All right, he's going to drop back. He's looking. He looks over the middle of the tight end, and let's see where they give him a spot. You know what? They're going to give him a spot for a first down, which he was there. That was a good call. Threw it over into a lot of traffic there to the tight end, and we were all over him. We just weren't on him.
That's right. He threaded the needle there. It was a beautiful pass. I don't know how he got it in there, but he did. And
all right.
We don't need to let him have anything before half.
No, we don't.
Don't let anything before half. Don't let him do anything else.
Well, one good thing, Coach, is we haven't been impressed with the kicking game, so we're going to take that out of the concern. We're going to get over and play some defense, stop him right here. He's going to pick it up. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking. He pumps. There we go. There it is, Jacob Curley. And I'm going to tell you something. First time I've called his name tonight, but he's been working hard, but he's in on him. He's that kind of guy that can do it for you. Senior, long, and wiry.
When he needs to, and he definitely needed it right there.
Absolutely.
Now it'll be 2nd and long.
Very nice play by Curley. He came right in, wrapped up on him, and took him straight down, dropped him for about a 6-yard loss. Practice. All right. Here we are. We're going to have a 2nd and 16 at the Northview 46. Let's see what they've got. See what Satsuma's decide to do. You know they're going to run play action.
Yeah.
He's going to run the sweep. He's looking, and he ain't going to get it. That's Curley. Come on, Curley. He just threw it away down there. Jacob read it. I tell you, we had him blanketed downfield. Look at that.
Yeah. Linemen were downfield. The referee didn't see it.
I was going to say, I'm like you. You can't run the play they were running that long without having that happen either.
The linemen were down there, and you got to do, if you're going to throw that ball, you got to throw it behind the line of scrimmage, which it wasn't behind the line. That should be a 15-yard penalty and loss of down, but they didn't see it. The referee didn't see it.
Well, it's of course still 3rd and 16 at the 46 with 1:03 left in the half, and this is the time the defense got to step up right here and take care of business. That's all there is to it. All right, guys. They're going to run him spread out all over the field, of course. He's dropped back. He's looking hard to his left. Curley, I got a hand on him. We're going to come up. Let's punish him anyway. There you go. Turn around. You know what? Both of them are playing handsy down here. I think that's what he's calling, but I'm going to tell you one thing. The quarterback is going to feel it. Vincent McMiller drilled him right as he released the ball. I think they're going to call that pass interference on ball, but I'm going to tell you both of them were playing handsy.
Yeah,
it was not. It was a long way from flagrant. I'll tell you that. It was. They were both positioning, and I think he got him for having a hand extended. That's all I can tell, Coach.
Pretty good coverage.
Yeah, it really was good coverage.
Ball stayed right with him the whole time. The thing about it is you have to go for the ball the last second.
That's right.
And that's what he did. I thought he did a good job with that.
Yep. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I tell you, that was like I said, that was hard to see that go because Boyle and him were standing together neck and neck, and I think it may have just been that one arm fully extended, trying to as you play touchy field back there, trying to make sure you guys are right there with you. But
first down.
Yeah, it's going to be first and 10 at the 30.
Yeah.
We're all right. That's not a. You hate that, but that's not a death knell for us by any means because they hadn't shown me anything with a kicking game. We just need to stiffen up here. They're going to go count off a little quick count here. Let's see what they're going to do. He's back. He's sending the ball out again. I think he's going to try that quarterback draw, so to speak, and he did. Uh-oh, we got fooled. Let's get some pursuit. He's down to the 10. Dadgummit, I'll tell you what. He had about 10 yards, a wide open field before we closed on him.
Right.
Of course, that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah, just a draw play. Just came out, I think it was a design draw, really, or either didn't see the thing open and took off. And it looked like we closed on him, and then we didn't close on him. He made a good move down there.
Yeah, we had one good move down there, and that sprung him.
Need a big play down there.
All right, first and goal at the 10. He's throwing the fade pattern. And there you go. He didn't make it. Now, I tell you, he's trying to match Kidd up over here with Boyle, and this Kidd guy is about a helmet taller, if you notice that.
Yeah.
So that's the matchup they were trying to get on that fade pattern on the left side, but overthrew it, and Boyle's in good position.
Just a one-step fade and throw it in like you just said. And I think they're coming in with a power attack here. The bigger folks are coming in, it looks like. Might be the I formation and try to run it in. Got 42 seconds, and I think they have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, that's 42 seconds, and of course, second goal here from about the 9.5.
Yeah,
so let's
power package with a 2 times with a pro set with a flanker.
Let's see what we got here. Referee called. All right, Northview's called a timeout here with 42.4 seconds left in the first half. All right, let's see what the Cougars are going to do. We're going to stack them up here. We got 42.4 seconds left. Of course, score Satsuma 13, Northview 6. And as we've been saying, it is critical. The Cougars got to keep them out of the end zone here. They're going to come in. Let's see what
they got an I. We call timeout. They go back to the spread.
Yeah.
And we're getting the I formation. It's an unbalanced set.
Let's see what we got here.
And first time
he's going to take it from under center. He may go to this. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to do the sweep of this one. Now he's going to look to throw it again, Coach. Boom, there you go. Everybody, we got the whole line on there. We got Jaden. Fumble ball. They've picked it up and are running it. Well, looks like he got down to about the 8. Let me tell you something. Curley and Thomas and those guys are in there just hammered him. And the ball came out, and they picked it up, and he didn't get that off. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, he's I'll tell you what. George Fluckham from Satsuma, if he doesn't remember anything else, he will remember Rip Hughes Stadium at the 10-yard line at the end of the first half because he looked like a bad sandwich being made there. That's all I can tell you. It's good hitting there, and loose ball, and fortunately nothing bad happened. We're down to the 8, so we are 28.
Well, they've had 2 lucky plays here on this thing coming in here with penalty in.
Yeah.
Well, still got to shut them down, though. You got to get in that, and this
that's right.
3rd and 8. And I don't think there's much of a kicking game, so
they've missed an extra. They missed that one extra point, and the second extra point. I think that guy's still happy he made it, but 13-6, and this is what we need to do: stiffen up on. They're going to run it twice. I think. I can't see them trying a field goal. I may be mistaken, but 13-8, 3rd and 8 with 28.9 seconds left. And what we need to do is just stuff them up right here. Of course, we had them there. It's a good defensive play.
Yep.
Make them fumble the ball. We just fumbled their way. So let's see what they're going to come out with. They're going to run kid out hard to the right, and that's it. And they're going to run an I. And stack them up.
See what they're going to do. They like that sweep. And
they sure
like
do. That's you know, if I'm like you, I'd run the sweep. That's exactly what I do. All right, of course, he's going to roll back and throw the fade route, overthrew it. You know, their guy wanted interference, but let me tell you, Cedric Jackson didn't interfere with him. Cedric Jackson just hung around his hip pocket that whole way.
Play action pass there, and the guy did a crossing pattern is what it was. It was 2 receivers crossing, and Cedric Jackson did a good job of picking him up and staying in his zone, picked him up. And here we go.
All right,
like you said, they're going to go for it. They're going to do something. I don't know what they're going to do.
I tell you what I'd do. I'd have to go for it. I would not have any confidence in the kicking game, but
not what they've seen.
Not what they've shown us anyway. Unless they got a secret weapon over there, Coach.
I don't think so.
I don't either. Well,
so maybe we can shut this down. It'd be nice to go in the half 13-6 and settle everybody down, and that'll give us a little lift, I think, after half, because if they can stop this, then they can gain their confidence. And that team over the Satsuma will lose a little bit of confidence. And right before half, I've seen a lot of big plays that's hurt you. Of course, I remember we played Foley out here one night, and they threw a dang touchdown pass with no time left in the half, and we came back out the second half and half killed them. I think we got mad, but
well, I tell you what, we know Satsuma's going to do something that's going to be a little different.
That's right.
You know, I can't imagine. I wouldn't be so. I don't know what. I don't like to predict plays, but I'll tell you what. I'm sitting here thinking, you know, there's not a lot of room to move down here. You know what? There we go. What was the first thing we're talking about?
Doing the kicking.
No way they'll kick it, and they send Kyle Seeley out. It's going to be a 25. Yeah, they got the same there. Jared Brannon, a sophomore DB holding. I'm sure we're. Boom! How about that? Beautiful play there. You know, there it is. Patrick Reynolds. Good speed from the right side.
I'm telling you.
Got a hand on that ball. And
beautiful. Patrick Reynolds, 19-5 left in the first half, and we shut him down.
There you go.
That should gain us a little confidence, and we ought to come out in the second half.
That's exactly right. I'll tell you what, Reynolds with great speed off that right side had both those paws out, those cougar paws out there, and he slapped that ball, and that wouldn't have been good from about 8 yards, Coach. It never got there. So that was a nice play, and that's what you need to get you going. Somebody to step up. You take a guy, a junior like Patrick, to jump up and say, we're going to do something. All right, got a flag on the field here with 19.5 left.
We broke the huddle.
I don't know what that was. I didn't see guy. Yeah, that's what we did, illegal substitution.
Yeah.
Broke it. All right.
It doesn't matter. I think I don't know. Coach Harris I don't know about him now, but normally you would take a knee, but he's a gunslinger now.
Yeah, we don't want to take Tuberville's name, but I guess he'd be the Chattahoochee gambler or whatever it be. So let's just see what we got going on here.
He's kin to Tuberville.
There ain't no telling.
He might throw.
Ludlam Hanahan may be rubbing off on him down there, that Auburn stuff. We'll see what we got here. We did the right thing. Take a knee. Let's take a knee, and let's go to halftime, and let's get our act together, and let's go. So as time's going to expire in the first half, score will be Northview 6, Satsuma 13, and we'll be looking forward to that second half, rocking and rolling, Coach.
Okay? Good. Y'all went over all the plays? Got a lot done? Hey, y'all ready? Y'all ready in Monday? Well, I'm sorry I wasn't there all week. I can thank you. Well, last night, I finished up with Northview and all
at the front gate immediately following the halftime activities. As we present the 2006 homecoming court.
Oh, yeah?
We begin with our freshman attendance. Miss Kiana White. Kiana is the daughter of Terrence and Tasha White. Kiana is being escorted by her father, Mr. Terrence White. Miss Jasmine Brady. Jasmine is the daughter of Kevin and Vanessa Range. Jasmine is being escorted by her father, Mr. Kevin Range. Sophomore attendants are Miss Tierra Brown. Tierra is the daughter of Serena Brown. Tierra is being escorted by her father, Mr. Jeffrey Carroll. Miss Mercedes Greenwood. Mercedes is the daughter of Linda Joey and Shelby Martin. Mercedes is being escorted by her father, Mr. Brad Greenwood. Now our junior attendants. Miss Portia Legends. Portia is the daughter of May Legends. Portia is being escorted by her uncle, Mr. Robert Boyd. Amanda is the mother of Kathy Metcalf and Liz and Michelle Metcalf. Amanda is being escorted by her father, Mr. Des Metcalf. In her 2006 maid of honor, Miss Lindsay Gay, Lieutenant Admiral Tim and Judy Gay, who is being escorted by her father, Mr. Tim Gay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we present Northview High School's 2006 homecoming queen, Miss Precious Lawrence. Precious is the daughter of Napoleon and Linda Lawrence. Precious is being escorted by her father, Mr. Napoleon Lawrence. Precious will be crowned tonight by Northview High School's principal, Mr. Ron Snell, and assisted by our local crown bearer, Faith Greer. Faith is the daughter of David and Daphne Greer. Also, Northview High School is proud to announce the 2006 homecoming king in this sport. These young men, along with others, collected money for 2 weeks from fellow students, faculty, friends, and the community to donate to the American Heart Association. Altogether, these seniors raised over $3,200 for this worthwhile organization. And now we present you Northview High School's homecoming king in this sport. Our 2006 homecoming king is Mr. Drew Wentworth. Then we have our second place, John Young, and third place, Woods Missouri. Please join us in commending all of these fine young men for their efforts in raising funds for this worthwhile charity on behalf of Northview High School.
Here we go, Coach. We're going to get it kicked off again. Word on the street was they got a pretty fiery speech at halftime and needed to get the rocking and rolling. And we're going to receive the ball here, and they're going to kick off, and they're going to kick it short. Boys, you got to went out of bounds. Thank goodness nobody touched it. Well, maybe he did. Ref says somebody did. Went out of bounds at the 25. It looks like we must have touched it there. They kicked it short, and it was real short. I tell you what, that they are not going to kick it deep after that return we had on them.
No way.
So we're going to take over 1st and 10 at the 25.
See if we can come out with a little momentum, a little fire, and getting this thing going, and move this ball on down the field and take control of this ball game.
That's right. This is the time to do it. As you know, that opening possession will set the tone. We're going to have Wimbish. It looks like we got Mims and, of course, Cameron Jackson in the backfield, and Wimbish under center. So let's see what we're going to go with here. We'll bring Patrick Reynolds in, and we're going to do that. We're going to bring that little inside handoff, and there he goes. Reynolds out to the 25 to the 30. He stumbles 35 out to the 40. Nice little block out there over across midfield, out to the 48-yard line of Satsuma on that play. Nice play, Patrick Reynolds right there, Coach.
Beautiful. That was just a taking the sweep, and he comes back up underneath on a little trap play and pulls both backside linemen and go. They ran that play a lot against Enterprise. I hadn't seen it since because we got a flag over there. don't know what that's for.
You know, that may have been, I hope that wasn't one of those that was tall. Yeah. All right, hold and play. They're going to be from spot of the foul, Coach?
Yes.
Well, you know, we saw him. We had one receiver out here doing some blocking late, and then I don't know if that was anyway, doesn't matter what we think. It's what the guys in the striped suits say, but still a nice-looking play there overall. Let's see what we're going to get back to. All right, well, when that's all said and done, we're going to net 7 yards on the play, Coach. But it was a nice play, and we looked like we had some fire and enthusiasm on that play. That's the good thing. That's
okay. We're getting back. Reynolds coming off the field. Don't know what's just taking a break, I think.
Yeah, you know, they've been doing a little platoon. We still going to have Mims and Cameron Jackson back there, and Matt Mims, big, strong sophomore. Let's see what we got going on. I think the stripes are going to have to figure it out. Let's see what the Zebras got to say today.
We're back in the unbalanced set, the split end and flanker on the same side as the tight end, what I call unbalanced set with an eye, and see how we're going to try to attack them.
There's a couple of good seniors. You got Justin Johnson and Desmond Rogers both out here on the right side, so that's some guys they definitely got to respect. We'll see what we go here with. All right, we got it rolling. Everybody straight. 1st and 3. So
see what we can do.
See what we can do here from 32. Gonna be that. Come on. There we go. There ain't a whole lot happening, and Jackson's gonna reverse field. A lot of room over. Let's see if he can break loose across the 30, back out to about the 34. That was about 60 yards of rushing for 4-yard pickup.
They ran a sweep then. They're lining up their defensive end way outside and coming up and containing our sweep play right off the bat. And that's what they did, and they contained it. So we reversed field and came around and did and got a couple of yards out of it.
What do you when you're in that situation, Coach? What do you like to do when a guy's kicking it out that far on that? I guess you got to come up
underneath them. Yeah, and that's what you just blow up underneath them with plays and just come. Not so much as a wide sweep as a kind of a lead sweep right at them and that kind of stuff instead of. If they want you to turn back, we'll turn back and just turn back and go more straighter at them.
All right, so we got Reynolds to the right, Justin Johnson off to the left. We're going to give it up to Jackson. He's going to go out over the 35 up to about the 38-yard line. So we're definitely going to have first down yardage.
That's what they did then, just run a power play right straight at them. And that's really the way to attack them, right off that tackle there. That's when they line them up so wide, get them back in tight, and then go back outside. And, you just got to. You don't play into their hands.
That's right, and you got Miller and Carroll over here on this right side. The lineman did a nice job of pushing that time, so that's good.
We just got to keep the ball, keep that chain moving, move this thing on down the field and score and get this thing
that's
going.
What we need to do. Tie this thing back up, get out here, or go ahead. Let's just take care of that. We're going to have Johnson and Reynolds back out over here again on the right side.
Back to the shotgun.
Let's see what we got happening. All right, he's dropped back. All right, he's going deep. I tell you, he's got a step on him down here. How about that? Patrick Reynolds at the 30. Patrick Reynolds down to the 25. Nice play. They're just trying to strip the ball now, but they ain't going to do it. Patrick Reynolds,
good job.
Nice play. We came out. He had about 2 steps on that defensive back over here, Coach. Hauled it in at 35 and down to the 28-yard line. 28-yard line.
Just looked like an out and up. I couldn't tell what he did to begin with, but he ended up running a fly pass basically.
Yeah.
And beautiful pass, caught him on the run. If he let him a little bit more, he would never would even
That's
stopped
exactly
him. But
right.
Still a pretty pass, and Reynolds did a good job of playing catch. And
sure did.
Now we're down there.
They got to respect the speed on the right side with Reynolds and Johnson. They're going to hand it off this time to Mims. Mims looking for some running room. He's going to get down to right at the 25. So Mims is going to pick up about 3 yards of tough running and a lot of traffic.
Got him in the gun and just coming at him. And Mims is such a hard runner. He's picking up the line. The line looked like a little more enthusiasm, like coming off the ball, and things are moving a little bit. Now they need to, like we said, keep this thing alive and
just keep it alive and keep doing what we're doing here. All right. We're gonna stay with Mims and Jackson, obviously in the backfield with Wimbish, and we're gonna send Reynolds off to the left with T.J. Marshall on the left over here. Johnson 1-on-1. You usually like to have it. Not much happened. All right, Wimbish is seeing him. He's gonna go long. He's turning. He a little overthrown. Actually looked like Reynolds, he might have had about a half a step early on him, but that's a tough play. Run into your left, then you got to set and throw. That's not an easy play to make, but Wimbish did a nice job.
He did a good job of getting up underneath them and going on down, throwing all the ball down the field and throwing it where they couldn't catch it, and almost throwing it where we can catch it, and that's how to do it, and did a good job with that.
All right.
I noticed a minute ago they had a one-on-one on Johnson over here, and that's what they want, so.
Well, we're gonna have them all spread out. We got 3rd and 8, and we're gonna run them 4 wide. Let's see what we got happening here.
got him over here again on one-on-one on him.
I'd love to have him and see a bump go. All right, looking all right. Come on, we got a block, guys. Well, I tell you what, that was a good job. A little showboating there, but a good job by Demetrius Brown, junior linebacker from Satsuma. Got in there, and it just didn't happen.
Just didn't pick up a stunt there. Somebody came off the right side and didn't pick him up. Somebody missed a stunt, and got to pick him up.
We're going to bring in Joe Coachman back here. He's going to punt. And let's, we pin him back, and let's let the defense go back to work. So we're there.
What are you doing? Hey, Jeff Coleman just walked up.
Yeah, Jeff Coleman came up here, wants to see what's happening, and he is a broadcaster extraordinaire, and we don't even claim to be in that class. We're just graced to have him in our presence. Coachman's going to take it at the 50. They've cut through. Not a good kick, but it looks like it's going to be down at the 26-yard line. Looks like that's just something that slipped out of his hand. Had a little bit of pressure coming up the middle, but we're going to take over for Satsuma, 1st and 10 at their own 26 with 8:33 left to go in the third quarter. Of course, we know the score: Satsuma 13, Northview 6. All right, let's see what Satsuma is going to come out. They've tried a lot of play action tonight, Coach. I don't know why they changed it up. Let's see what our defense can do on a good test here.
They're back in the wing eye formation and see how good we can go get them.
Looks like we're going to stack up here. They're going to run that sweep out to the right. He's going to try to reverse. Jacob Curley turned him back into a lot of traffic. One of the first guys he met back there was Spencer Pybus, and guy that can bench press 400, as we said. When he grabs hold of you, you're probably going down.
Pursuit was a lot better then, Jimbo, a whole lot better.
Yeah.
They did the things they ought to be doing, and it looked really good.
Yeah, they had him pinned in. He tried to cut back, and Curley was pursuing hard from the backside, turned him in.
We've done that right. And,
absolutely.
And all we did was hustle.
All right, let's see what they say. Satsuma is going to kick one out right on each side, and they've got their buffet package here with the up back. Let's see what we're going to do here. They love to run that rollout. There we go. Sweep out to number 5. Here we go. All right, we're going to push him out of bounds at the 30, so he's going to pick up about 4 yards over here running off to the left side. I will tell you this, though. I still say this George Fluckham for them is looks like a pretty good ball player.
That time they ran the sweep to the weak side, and they've been picking up pretty good yards on that. We did a good job of that then. We did a good job of containing the defensive end. Curley over here did a good job of keeping it home and steadying the thing and trying to turn the play back in.
All right, here's what we got, 3rd and 7. At their own 29 and a half, and of course they got to get across the 35 out to the 36. So this is another big play for Northview. We need to shut them down, get the ball back, and let's see what we do.
Wing left formation.
All right, there he goes. He's going to fade. All right, now come on. All right, Curley came in. He's going to try to run it. The guy's got good speed. I tell you what, he ran into Curley was in pursuit the whole time.
Well, he might.
Well, I think with that spot, Vince McMiller ended up taking the shot on him down, but he's going to get across the 36 to about the 36 and a half, and he just needed the 36. So going to be 1st and 10 from the 36 for Satsuma. Yeah, we were close. I tell you what, he's got some good speed out there, though.
Run that bootleg again. They did that bootleg and came out of there, and we had the end covered better then.
Right.
We didn't contain the quarterback, and he just outran us.
All right, right, yeah, Raul's got some pretty good speed for Satsuma at quarterback as well. All right, toss sweep to the weak side, back over Flucker. Boy, I tell you what, he piles through there. He's going to pick up about 12, going across the 45 out to about the 48. And I tell you, this guy, George Fluckham, has been he's been hurting us tonight. Been tough running.
Yeah, sweep to the weak side then again, and we just didn't do a good job. We turned the play back in, but we're not good at a good job of containing the thing. And he's doing a heck of a job of running it too, turning it back up and going.
1st and 10 again for Satsuma at their own 48. And you know, I tell you, we started off this series with looked like we had a little spark, but see if we can get our ducks in a row, as they say. Single wide out. They're going to run this. There it is. Going to run the second man through up the middle. Same guy, Fluckham. Fluckham's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play, cross into Northview territory down to the 47.
That time they faked the wingback reverse around, gave it to him with a power play up the middle, and here we go. We just got to shut that down.
Yep. Well, that's like I said, Anthony Austin on the stop there, and you know,
2nd and 6, and you know, just don't need to get 5 yards on 1st down. Of course, we've got him in a long situation a minute ago, and the quarterback did a good job of getting him out of it.
Yeah, he's got pretty good speed. He likes to see it flush out and then tuck it and run it. All right. He's going to have 2 guys out off the left side. Looks like we're talking about a stunt or a blitz. Handed the second man through. That's Fluckman. Nowhere to go this time. I'll tell you what, Ivan Freeman was in there. Nice play, as well as Vincent McMiller for the Cougars. And I'm going to say he lost about a half-yard, Coach.
Yeah.
So we're going to have third and a little closer to about 6 and a half.
That time was that power play, and we did a better job then of taking on. We brought a linebacker then right to the right place.
Yeah.
The defensive coaches did a really good job of calling that signal.
All right, well, we're going 5:46 with 13-6 Satsuma. All right, let's go. Pivotal here for the Cougars. It's going to be there's about third and about 5.5, and at the 48. Let's see. We look like we're going to stunt, maybe blitz again. Let's see what we can do. All right, he's going to run that sweep, but he was thinking about, look, you know what, he loves to reverse. Come on, there you go. I'll tell you, he was in there, all of them. Brandon Butler, Ivan Freeman, Roderick Thomas. They had good penetration, and, of course, Jacob Curley as well. They had him hemmed in. You know, he's kind of deciding, I'm going to get out here, and if I don't see it, I'll cut back on him. Right. Looks like we got pretty balanced pursuit
great
there,
pursuit.
Coach.
Turn the play back in, great pursuit. And they've had one good play on this the second half with that sweep, and other than that, we've shut that thing down.
That's good. We need some confidence.
That's the first time they punted tonight, I believe.
We're gonna put 2 guys deep. Of course, we're gonna put Cedric Jackson as well as Patrick Reynolds back deep for the Cougars, and of course they got their quarterback as a punter as well, I believe. So I'll tell you what, Blake Rowell for Satsuma looks to be all Mr. Everything. He plays wide receiver, quarterback, punt. Pretty sure he bakes cookies as well. I don't know.
Well, it's time for us to bust one. We've had it seems like we're just an inch or 2 away from getting something happening since the first play of the second half, and then right before the half we moved the ball good and fumbled. You remember that? And
that's right.
We're just so close. We just got to bust it on open and see if we can't. I think once we get ahead of this team, we'll dominate them.
I'm like you. They feel like we can get up on them, and then we can start changing the focus a little bit. All right, let's see what we got here, Coach. They back across on their own side. They're up on punt for the 46, and Rowell's going to line up to punt it at about his own 35. And again, we're going to wait for it at about our own 25.
It'd be nice to have one over his head.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Patrick Reynolds, Cedric Jackson back deep, both for Northview. Punt in, let's see. Got it off. It's an ugly kick. Jackson looks at it, and he picks it up. There you go. He's going to go back to his left side. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Very nice play, I got to say it, by Boston Snowden, a senior linebacker from Satsuma, caught Reynolds reversing field, and we're going to start over at about our 16-yard line.
Yeah, he probably should have tucked it and went straight ahead. They might have had some kind of play on there, and he almost broke it, though. If he could have broke it, he might have picked up a few yards, but probably something like that with the ball bouncing around might be the best thing to do is take it and go straight ahead.
Straight up the field and pick the yards, but hey, you know what? That'll be for the next punt. That's all we can do.
Double twin now. No, it's just one spread shotgun formation.
That's right. By the way, Cedric's favorite player is Deion Sanders. That may answer why he did that. All right, Wimbish is going to go deep. Look who he's got. Justin Johnson. I'll tell you what, he had a step and a half on him over here, but the ball was just out of the outstretched hands at about the Northview 45. So something we saw, we liked, got him isolated, just a little overthrown.
Yeah, I've been saying that the last couple of times. They've isolated him out there, and almost there. They were going to run that same play again, I think, down here on about the 30, and then they got sacked. I thought that's what they were fixing to run, and I couldn't really tell, but now they've got Reynolds and Justin Johnson on the same side.
You know what, and I like seeing that because if either one of those guys breaks loose, you got something to do. We'll see if Wimbish will look to his left and then come back to his right, and he does. Pump fake, the short one, that across the middle play, there it is. Look at him, he's going to break it, go! Patrick Reynolds, let me tell you something. Nice play by Patrick Reynolds. Caught that little inside play, and he got across 35. Last man that could catch him got him, but we're out to the 40 for about a 20-yard gain.
Beautiful play. That's that quick screen, and he turned the thing. I thought he was going to get him. He turned the thing back up the field, went north and south, and did a really good job. I thought he was gone.
I'll tell you what, he broke loose. Not too many people are going to catch Patrick when he does that. And one guy that had him just already had the momentum going. All right, hand off inside Matt Mims. Not a whole lot of room. I'll tell you what, unfortunately, some nice penetration in there. Jacob Beck, junior defensive lineman for Satsuma, he must have beat his man. He was in there. But Mims a hard runner, and I tell you what, I just think we're waiting to see him bust out here in a minute.
Somebody let somebody missed assignment somewhere because he's too free in the backfield to not do that. But again, they've got Reynolds and Johnson one-on-one out here, and I don't believe they can cover any one of these guys.
I don't either. Well, we're going to be 2nd and 13 now at the Cougar 37.
They're lining up on
And we got trips left, Coach. How about that? First time we've seen that tonight.
Johnson's one-on-one.
Yeah, I see it. Let's see what we got out of this one. Drops back, looks right. Now we're going to go deep. Well, we got double cut. Oh, we got, hey, I tell you what, let's see what we got. We got a flag down over here, Coach. I don't know, there was a lot of hand slap going on over here, so we'll have to see what we got. I don't know if they'll pick it up because the ball ended up out of bounds. We'll have to see. I don't know. Hopefully not.
Couldn't really tell whether it was. Both of them were pushing a little bit.
There it is. Yeah, but hey, you know what? If you're at Ripview Stadium, and we pretty sure knew it was going to be on Satsuma.
Yeah, I hoping so.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful pass then. I mean, he threw it when nobody could catch it but Johnson, really.
That's right. And you know what? He just about had those hands. He was right there on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've got them isolated one-on-one over here. I'm telling you, they're doing a good job of putting Reynolds and Johnson in a situation where it's one-on-one, and Coach Harris has done an excellent job of doing that and throwing it to them. That's what they need to do.
And here's the beauty with 3:31 left in the third quarter. The Cougars have crossed over into Satsuma territory.
Right.
So we're going to pick up 1st and 10 right here at the Satsuma, about 47.5.
They're isolating again over here.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to have that matchup all day long if I'm off. Let's see what he does. Wimbish looks back. He's going to go deep to Reynolds. He's got about 2 or 3 steps. Oh, my God, I tell you what. He went up for it, Coach, and
just jumped a little too soon.
Yeah, good play down about.
He wanted the ball so bad. Sometimes that's what receivers do. They jump a little too fast, and instead of letting it come to him, he got a little too excited. But of course, he's a great, outstanding player, no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Can't down him for that. And the coaching, I suppose, comes out in me. But he did a good job.
You know, like you said, he had him. Matter of fact, ball was hung a little bit on him. If it was there, he was making separation the whole time. That was what was nice about it. And he came back and almost made a nice play. All right.
Well, they're getting them loosened up because
we sure are.
Them yet.
That's right. They've gone to a 3-man line and putting 4 linebackers out here. Let's see what we got. All right. Quick play. There you go. How about out to Cameron Jackson across the 35 and pushed out of bounds at about the 32. He's going to pick up a first down there, but that was a nice play.
Beautiful
nice play.
All that was a little pass out of the backfield and hit him in a hurry and in the flats, and beautiful play.
Sure was.
Good pass. And they brought people then. Satsuma was bringing somebody, and we.
Exactly right. Great way to isolate that, isn't it?
Exactly right. Caught them in a good place because the linebackers were coming, and they're doing a good job of calling plays.
Now we got Patrick Reynolds in at the quarterback position with Jackson alone back with him. We got him spread all over the play. There it is. I love it. Reynolds across the 30 over the 25, and that was just a quarterback draw.
Yeah. That's just a play action. You know, this old-timey, really, like you said, quarterback draw. But fake the play action first and then just go on in there with it. And he's got such good quickness.
He sure does. Now we're going to be across 25, down at about the 24.5, 2nd and about a long 1. But I'll tell you what, we got Satsuma back on the heels a little bit.
Yeah, this is the first time we've got we've got in a flow totally. We got already in the second quarter we did this, but then we kind of fluttered. But this looks like we've done a great job here.
All right, let's go 2nd 1. Let's see. He's looking. He's going to cut back wide field to the left. All right, let's see. I tell you, 36 pretty fast. I tell you what, that guy. We ran down there. Reynolds tried to get outside on him, and this Boston Snowden, the senior linebacker from Satsuma, stayed with him step for step. But I thought we had some daylight off to the left. We're going to lose about 4 on that.
Yeah. Did just a great job of defensive play.
Yeah, really was.
He came in and made a play.
All right, Coach, I know it's late in the third quarter with 2:15 left, but I finally figured out their mascot must be the Gators. We thought it was like the Ferrets or something earlier, but we've turned out it is the Gators.
Yeah,
so,
that's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. I know it. I just noticed that. But anyway, we'll get back to the task at hand. Wimbish at quarterback, and he's going to have Mims back in with him as a good hard runner, young Mims, and number 28, Jackson.
We'll see what we got happening. Both of them one-on-one.
But he looks, and he throws right. How about that? Out to Jackson. He makes a cut across to the 20, and Jackson down hard, running down to the 17. And you know what that is, Coach? They call that a first down in my book.
Absolutely. That's the same play they ran a minute ago. They run Reynolds and Johnson off and bring him right in the flats and quick pass. And they bring everybody. He's got them out going, and beautiful call. I mean, they did. No doubt about it. The play calling has been excellent on this drive.
And you know, one thing I like about that, Cameron Jackson made one move right there that got him past him and got him across and got him on down to get that first down yards. That move picked him up 6. That's what we needed first. So we got 1st and 10 at the Satsuma 17. Going to give it to Mims. Hard running across the 10, down to the 5. Touch. Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh,
let's see it.
I can't.
All right,
believe it.
Mims is at the inch line. It's going to be first and goal.
Yeah.
Matt Mims, and you love it, Coach. He puts both hands over the ball, and he just rambles right through the middle. Bounced off two guys, ran over one, and it's time for the big boy package.
Once he gets that forward lean and gets going, get a little something going. I remember Ronnie Minham used to tell me about how good he could run when he was a little boy, and I can definitely see.
Well, again, remember this. He's 15. He's 5'11", 185 as a sophomore. Runs a 4.8 40, but your bench is 275 already.
Right.
So this guy, I'm telling you, and sometimes we've seen the big, but we're going to let Mims come up front and push somebody out. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let him come in by and push quarterback over. And there it is, 6 for the Cougars. There you go.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what we got here.
Somebody jumped over there.
All right, let's see what we got happening. You're right. We got a yellow hanky. Let's see what's happening. They're conferring about it. They're talking about it. All right, legal procedure, legal motion on the Cougars.
How we could have that?
All right.
Gotta look at the ball. And
we're going to go back 1st and 5 here, and 1st and 5.1 because we were on the inch line anyway. I tell you what, though, I've noticed Satsuma's a little on their heels. I see a couple of them with their hands on their hips. That's what you like to see in the second half of the game. 53.3 seconds left in the game. And let's see what we're going to come up with. Wimbish going to be in at quarterback. And, quite frankly,
put Reynolds in motion and gave him that thing again. I think that's what they're going to be doing. And
all right.
if he says in motion, we'll see. It might be.
We're going to go with heavy. Let's see what we got on this heavy package. Mims up front. Come on, Jackson's going to ramble. It looks like Jackson's going to get down to about the 2-yard line with some heavy traffic and a lot of hard running.
Yeah. Second down and short. That's a good play call there.
Yeah.
Just come right at them and get it. They can get it in 3 downs and get it in the end zones. 2nd and 2, I believe, or 1. No, it's on the 1, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about the 1.5.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get about one more play. We got about a 5-second differential between the play clock and the clock. Let's see what we got. Under center again, Mims power play. Let's see, Jackson about a half-yard, but that's all, Coach.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
3rd and short.
We're gonna be third and about a yard.
And big old lineman need to take over right here.
That's right.
The football and get this thing happening.
And we're going to do it on the other end, I'm feeling, Coach, as we run down here at the end of the 3rd quarter. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, we're going to finish up with Satsuma 13, Northview 6, but the Cougars are knocking on the door.
Great.
All right, Coach, here it is. This is the true. All right, Coach, here it is. This is the true buffet package. Yeah. We got Brandon McKnight in. He bench presses and weighs 265. McMillan, the linebacker, behind him. Oh, we got a flag. Now, come on.
Offsides on them. Got to be.
That may be. Well, I didn't see anybody move.
Yeah, they were lined up wrong.
That's all right.
Half the distance to the go.
All right, let's wait for the stripes. Offsides. Yeah. There you go. Offsides. We're going to move it to the half-yard line. Let me tell you something. Here's my thought, Coach. Let's drop a pork chop in the end zone and watch those 2 big boys go after it. What do you think?
That would work. I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you, I watched McKnight a few weeks ago. I love watching him at fullback. Listen, we got a good core there.
Yeah.
And they may fool them out. We may say Wimbish sneak it, but you know what? We'll know the outcome in just a second. They lined up. There it is. It's a sneak. And what you do is you run. There you go. You let McKnight come in behind it. There you go. Touchdown, Cougars. Wimbish just right over the center, right over Tyler Hall, who did a nice job, and 2 guards, Ross Borg and Chris Miller. And you're right. That's what the Cougars needed, wasn't it?
I'm telling you. Beautiful drive, just beautiful drive. I tell you what's great play calling on that series. They really kept it mixed up, and now this extra point's really vital.
Yeah, it is.
Thing in here. I know we got a really good kicker.
John Boyle, the senior. John Boyle, the senior, and he's been done well for him. We need to make sure we got some. Oh, we tried to sneak, Coach. We go. I kind of like the call. I understand what he's doing. It was a bad snap. They were going to center it to Mims and let Mims shoot through on it. Who was the up man?
Yeah.
But it was a bad snap.
Yeah.
I tell you what. And once they did that, he had to cover the ball first. So. It's going to be score Satsuma 13, Cougars 12, but the scoring is not going to be over in this one yet, Coach.
No. I tell you what, they took control of this ball game. Now
they sure did.
The same thing on defense and come back, and they got plenty of time to take another one in there and end this thing.
Yeah, that was the kind of drive you want to have. Go ahead and set the tone. Now, what we need to do is come out on defense. We need a 3 and out here. Put it back in these guys' hands.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you see them walking up here, but we got the These guys better be glad it's not down in the 30s. We got the NHS with an exclamation point.
They're my men there right now, and I tell you what, I like their attitude.
I like their attitude. They need to get out in the pond tomorrow or something in 40 degrees and polar bear crawl or whatever they're going to do.
Hey.
All right.
A lot of enthusiasm. I tell you what, this has really picked it up. The enthusiasm of the team's picked up. The stands have picked up some.
Yeah, you look at the crowd out here. We got a nice crowd out here tonight as well. And
Jeff Coleman's here from Coban today, and I'm glad to talk to see him. He former player standing here beside us, and he had a big reunion day. Had a great time.
Great time, and it was great. Had Covan, one of the primary sponsors, so we're excited for that. As they say, we'll let Jeff in the booth with us anytime.
Most of the time, not any.
Well, maybe not any time. We may keep him. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. If I got some food up here, he ain't coming in. All right, here's the deal. Bull, here we're going to go. We're going to let John Bull kick it off, and they're running the 3 deep setup back there. And we're going to kick it off. They're going to peel it in at about the 20. That's going to be that Fabian Adams. He's going to cut it hard on the side. He's across the 30 to the 40. He's got an opening. Let's go. Come on. All right, he stumbled. We got pursuit on him down here across the 40 down to the 32-yard line. I tell you what, that's not what you want right after that. It was a nice return on his part. The coverage was not perfect, but he broke through back to the left side, and luckily we stopped him.
Ball was a little not quite as high as it's been being, but I didn't have overrun our coverage down there. And the backside, they keep cutting back to the backside.
Yeah.
We did a good job the last time, but this time we didn't.
All right, looks like we're going to stop. We got the trainers coming out, Coach. We got an injury over here on the far left sideline. Can't see who that is. It's going to be a Cougar player who is down, I believe. I'll tell you what, it was a mash of bodies when they got over there. Had 4 guys that had taken an angle to come over there in pursuit. I saw several of them, including John Ball. Not sure it is, and again, we're blocked from this one, so we can't tell you who that is. But all right, there you go. I tell you, it was Jacob Curley, and he's been a tough guy on the defense. I tell you what, good enough. I don't guess they make them come off in this league, or do they? They make them check out. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Got to come out one play.
All right, we're gonna have Kyle Grumben come in. Junior defensive lineman's gonna come in and spell Curley for a play. All right.
Big series.
It sure is. We need to stuff them. We need to stuff them hard right here.
Yeah. Big series. Big play here. This first play. Then
all
a
right.
wing.
Let's see the little wing. What they got going on
They
here.
like a little reverse stuff with that wing back.
Let's see what they're gonna do. He's gonna pass it. Come on, we're in on it. We got him flushed out. Turn around. Uh-oh. I tell you what. We again tried to play center field there, Coach. Unfortunately, Corey Young back in defensive back, and he got behind him. And the same thing we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
He was watching the ball, not the player, and touchdown Satsuma.
You just can't do that. You've got to stay with your man all the time and not read the play. And then when the ball's thrown, go to it. And it's real hard for a young player to understand that sometimes. Well,
19-12 Satsuma. If there's a positive spin on this thing, first, the kicking game has not been beautiful. Second, even if he makes it, we're still 1 score away. And, of course, the kiss of death, I said his kicking game hadn't been beautiful, and he kicks the best kick he's had tonight. But, all right, with 11:36 left in the third quarter, Satsuma strikes back pretty quick, and the score Satsuma 20, Northview 12. All right, Cougars got to regroup here. We're going to have Vincent McMiller and Patrick Reynolds deep for the Cougars. And, of course, we're going to have Justin Johnson over here on this side. Let's see what this guy's do. You know what he's going to do? He's going to kick it away from Justin. Go kick it out of bounds and be done with it. That's what he's going to do.
I'll get the ball on 35.
Cougars take over on 35. And I tell you what, we just need to put that same offense back in. 11:36, plenty of time, basically the whole fourth quarter. And we just need these guys up front. We need D.R. Forrester, Ross Morgan, Tyler Hall, Chris Miller, and Brian Carroll to go out and say, you know what, boys, we're going to push it down the field one time. Let's go.
I don't need to give up because there's plenty of time, plenty of things left. 8 points is nothing with 11:35 left.
That's right.
And you can get that back in a hurry. So we just gotta take, like I said, take charge of the ball game. We did take charge of the ball game, basically, except for that one play there. And really hurt us.
Well, and I tell you what, while we're waiting for them to get started, it's been a good night. It's homecoming and got some good things going on. We need to go ahead and finish the package off like it's supposed to be. All right, we're going to have Wimbish back. Got them split. Got course, we got Matt Mims
and
and Cameron Jackson back there, so let's see what we got going on. Got him spread out. He's looking off to the right. We're going to go deep early, Coach. All right, well, we made that interference call. I'll tell you, Justin Johnson down there running down the sideline at about the 40, and at the Satsuma 40, they were running neck and neck, but we got some yellow laundry out there, and let's see what we got. I mean, it's got to be can't be anything from where it was, but a pass interference. And we're clapping, so it's got to be on them. It's got to be on Satsuma. But let me tell you something. Justin Johnson runs a 4.440, and if he starts to get by you, best thing you can do is go ahead and take the hanky.
And exactly. Well, that's a beautiful call. It was really an out and up is what it was.
Yeah.
And they're in a 4 deep now. They're 2 deep. They're in a 2 deep secondary coverage now. They've been man covered. Now they're basically double covering our wide receivers, and that's the first time they've got in this kind of secondary coverage the whole night long.
Right.
So that changed up a little bit. I'm sure Coach Harris has recognized that.
Well, I'll tell you what, like you said, anytime they got Justin Johnson isolated, I would run it that way because he's a guy that you can't afford to let him get by you. And I tell you what, he's going to get us all the way down there. I'll tell you what,
did something else.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. Their coaching staff was going bananas over there, so I don't know if we got a little
extracurricular.
We got a little extra from the sideline.
No.
But doesn't matter. It's going to be 1st and 10 Northview at the Satsuma 35.
Isolated him again. They're back.
That's
in the
exactly.
same
I'll tell you what. That's right. Let's see what Wimbless does. He rolls out to his right. He's going to go ahead. Oh, tough. All right. Well, he threw it to Patrick Reynolds. Just couldn't hold on to it at about the 30-yard line. Yeah. So going to look for a quick 5 pickup. But
good pass, right. Good pass and catch.
Yeah, it
there.
was.
Just
good
got to catch it. Got to look it in. Patrick's got to catch it, tuck it, and run, and he just didn't tuck it. He kept his eye off of it a little bit. But they're isolating these receivers. I mean, Coach Harris is doing a really good job of play calling. They've got the best receivers on their players, and now they got back into this thing again with.
Right, we got Desmond Rogers here on the left. We're going to have Reynolds and Justin Johnson out on the right side.
Yeah, they've got them isolated again.
And of course, Mims and Jackson in the backfield. Wimbish under center. He's going to take it. He looks straight over. I tell you what. There you go. I tell you what, it almost looked like it was going to be a hook and ladder play over there to Rogers because you had Jackson coming around, but he had to get his hands on the ball, and by the time he did, he had to go up under. He's going to pick up about a yard. That was a lot of lateral coverage for about a half yard.
3rd and 9, and big play here, really big play. You get a first down, take this thing on down there, and like I said, they're letting us isolate those 2 guys, and Coach Harris is doing a really good job of calling it and trying to get the plays to get them open.
All right, we're going to go out from. We're going to go back from the shotgun, and let's see what we got happening here. He's going to take it out. He's going to roll a little right guy. There you go. Oh, I tell you what. I'll tell you. I'm going to say that guy's Demetrius Brown, the junior linebacker, was in Cameron Jackson's hip pocket from the time he came out. They read that play, Coach.
Yeah, they've been bringing people on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they don't bring people very much. 3rd and long, they've been kind of playing it flat, and that's what they did then. Tell you what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to go for it here, Coach. We're down on the 39. We didn't, nothing against Coachman's. Great kid, great player. I just think we decided, you know what, we need to make something happen. Why punt it and, you hit it long and you pick up 20. Let's see what we can do. So 4th and 14. He's got them spread all over the world, so let's see what we got happening. He's going to drop back. We need some blocking. He's going to throw deep, and I tell you, that was the play to Justin Johnson. There we go. You know what? Hey, I tell you what he did. Johnson was out of bounds, and this kid hit him up in the 3rd row. That's just not smart. No.
That's just not smart.
Not real discipline.
There was just no reason to do that. No reason to do that. And if the coach keeps, well, good. Coach didn't point at us. He pointed at his guy. And first DB, bumped him out, and the second guy came over and punched him right over there, about where they're baking cookies.
That should be a first down without any problem. It's going to be about a foot more. It's 15 yards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes it happens. Emotion gets running high. A guy's heading over that way, sees a guy that's, scored on him and been his nemesis all night, and he takes a chance and just doesn't think, and it just happens.
Absolutely.
But in this case, we're not upset about it. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Satsuma 24 with 9:54 to play in the game. And, of course, Satsuma 20, Northview 12. But Cougars keeping the drive alive here. We're going to see T.J. Marshall out over here to the left, as well as looks like Daniel George. And then we're going to have Off on the other side, we got Justin Johnson and looks like Graham Duncan. Graham Duncan, sophomore wide receiver, going to get some playing time too. I hadn't called Graham's name tonight, but I see him out. Another one of those young Cougars that's going to be coming up to keep filling in. And then, by the way, the Zebras are still talking about it.
Well, they did the right thing. He knocked him in the bleachers over there, and then he called a 15-yard penalty, which is a first down. So they've not done anything wrong. I don't know if they're going to change the clock. Time on the clock.
I'm not sure what they're up to. What do we? Hold on.
That was after the play, so it's a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul, which means gets their ball.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So much for the drive alive. We will turn it around. Let's see if the defense can go ahead and stuff them down here. It's going to be Satsuma's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 24 with 9:54 to go. And, dead ball foul. And like you said, that's going to mean it's a quote after the play. So
he missed the ball, in other words, what he did, and then they nearly knocked him in the bleachers. So the ball is dead automatically when it goes over his head.
Right.
So they call a dead ball foul.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah,
that was a correct call. That was a correct call. We were just wishing them on those to continue the offense. All right, let's see what this Cougar defense can do here. Got a couple of plays. We got a couple of guys I'm seeing come across and play a little defense. Jermaz J. Thompson over here. So let's see. Put a man in motion. Going to do that sweep off the weak side. And there you go. Let's just go ahead and bump him out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain. Maybe not even 2, maybe a yard and a half.
They got a call on them again. I don't know. I believe it was them. They were wrestling one of our players down there again. They looked to me like they've gotten a little dirty here. I don't know whether me or.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah. No, it's on us.
Yeah.
I saw him kick us. So.
Yeah, that could be that could be the that could be one of those deals where you're the second guy that does something and they catch you. But
I saw the other guy do something and I saw that, so I didn't see us, but.
Well, all right, that's a tough one. That's going to take us out to the 42-yard line, up to the 41 and a half, I guess, of Satsuma. So they're going to pick up 1st and 10 with that. And that's a shame we had them stop 2nd and 9. It's going to be 2nd and 9, but it is what it is with 9:46 and the clock's running. It's time for us to step up and play ball. We're going to run up in the box here. Looks like we got as many as 6 guys up. Let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, he fumbled the ball, but it bounced right back to him. I'll tell you what, that George Fluckham, he fumbled it, and the ball bounced right back into him. He ended up running up and picking up about 7 yards. He's going to be out to about the 48-yard line, almost 49.
It's a power play to the left, and we just didn't play that very good, and stuck it down and short. We've got to shut them down, here to get the ball back.
Got to have it.
Play harder instead of softer, and get the ball back.
Well, he did. The ball got on the turf, but it was just one of those things. It bounced right back in his hands, and he just continued running. He almost never broke stride on that one, but stride. 2nd and 2 here at the Satsuma 49. He's going to hand it off to the up back, and look, we gave him a hole. Let me tell you something. You got to tackle. That's a big, tough fullback. He stumbled across the 40 all the way into the Northview 37-yard line. Don't need the fullback to pick up and do that. That's that same guy, Boston Snowden, who plays some defense, come in on offense and pick it up and run down the throat. So we got to stuff them.
That's the first dive play they ran with the fullback.
That's right.
Night long.
Exactly right.
Came right off our lineman, and we wasn't really expecting it. Good time to call. Good play call. First down on our 39, though. We've got to get them in a 2nd and long and get the ball back and move on down the field.
Got to stuff it up right here. Got to have this right here. All right. Got wideouts to each side and got an eye going. Let's see what we're going to do with it. He's going to turn around and hand it off to the 2nd man, Fluckham. Fluckham's got another hole. He's across the 30 down to the 27 for about 11 yards and another Satsuma 1st down.
That time straight power play off the left tackle, and our linebacker came in there with looked like I did a good job of stuffing him in there, and we just didn't. He cut off his block, and we've got to get off our block a little quicker. But
all right, it's going to be 1st and 10 Satsuma to 27, and I'm going to tell you, if you're going to jail, this is when it's got to happen right here.
Exactly.
Can't let them get any closer. They're not scared to let this guy kick a field goal, apparently, and we just don't need them to let him get any points. We don't need to be 2 scores down.
The bad thing about the clock is running right now.
I know it.
Not stopping the clock.
Just went inside of 8 minutes.
He's taking his time running the plays.
Yeah. Giving back. I'll tell you what they've done. They brought this linebacker theirs in who's got speed, because we've watched him run a couple guys down, Snowden. And they're running him off, like you said, right off that fullback dive right up the middle. He picked up about 3.5 that time, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
At least we got them in a little long situation here, and
Yeah.
just looked like we got kind of the air out of us instead of, we just got to get tighter and harder and play harder.
Yeah, that's
like
what
we
I'm saying.
kinda, we like we're, I don't know, I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, we need to get some. We need to get a little enthusiasm right here, and let's stiffen up.
Somebody needs to take charge, be a leader, and take charge and stop the stuff.
All right, let's see what he's going to do. All right, he's going to give it to back to the flow. He's got a seam off to the right side. Goes into the 20. He's down to the 15, to the 10. 5 touchdown. He's fast, but we got a flag here, and I think we sure do. Yeah,
they'll bring it back.
That's right.
Defensive back, the wide receiver came and clipped it, and I saw it happen and called it. They'll bring it back. It'll be a second long.
That's one of those plays. That's wasted energy for the Satsuma band because they're cheering about something they don't realize is about to come back. All right. Well, that's good. That was the springer. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of good things we're doing. But I have been impressed with a couple of these players from Satsuma.
I'll tell you, they do. They've got some speed. They do a really good job. And I tell you, a team like this is you let them stay with you, and then you got yourself some problems.
That's right.
And that's what's bad about the whole thing. We've let them stay with us too long, and where we really ought to take control of the ball game because we're a better football team than they are.
That's exactly right.
But you can't prove it. You got to prove it on the scoreboard. You can't say it by just watching them.
We're gonna be second and 12 from the 29 now, Coach. So this is a chance to do it. 6:54, clock is running, but we go ahead and stop this thing right now where it is and get the ball back. We got opportunity.
Right.
All right. He's got them split out to both sides and still got the eye with Fluckham at the back. He's going to hand it to Fluckham again, and he got tripped up there at about the 29 down to the 25-yard line. So we're going to have a third.
Down right there on our team. I don't know.
Let me see if I can pick that number up. Yeah, we're going to be 3rd and 8 of the day, but we're going to have a timeout here. We got a Northview player injured. He's holding that right arm out. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to pick up the number there, and I don't see it yet. Yeah, 6:31, and this is crucial, Coach.
I'm telling you, it's just 3rd and long, and we need to shut them down here, get the ball back. We'll have plenty of time to score and take them down the field and score. So we have to go for 2 to tie it up and put it in overtime. I presume the coaches have decided before the game to go in overtime if probably most people do. Sometimes I think you have a choice. I hadn't been in Alabama in a while, but you used to have a choice whether you want to go in overtime or not.
Oh, really?
Non-region games.
You mean you could actually, a non-region, you could say, I want to take the tie? Yeah. Nah, that ain't going to happen. That's Benson McMiller, sophomore linebacker, starting linebacker. So he must have taken a leak, but he's up and looks like he's going to be just fine. He's going to walk it off, getting a couple of pats. That's from his buddy Spencer Pybus and his linebacker mate back there. And McMiller's running off, so he just got a little shaken up on the play. And
3rd down and long. Their favorite play has been the reverse or the bootleg. That's their 2 favorite plays, and I hadn't seen either one of them lately. And I don't know if they'll take a chance and do that, but that's been their 2 favorite plays in the whole ball game.
Well,
that's what I'd be looking for.
Be interesting to see what they do. Brought in Joseph Allman as a backup there for McMiller, so over here 23.
No, it's not going to be the reverse the way the guy lined up.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No,
looking at just going to try to throw a fade pass. But you know what? I tell you what. Corey Young was back there and again had a good eye on the ball, but David Kidd, that receiver, sure made a break back for it and put us in peril there for a minute.
4th down, I don't know where that goes. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep.
I'll call you. Hey.
All right, good to see you, Jeff. Glad to have Coleman up here with us, and we're going to watch and see what they do on 4th and 8. At this point, they'd probably go for it.
Yeah.
From this part of the territory, why not, right?
Yeah, well.
I mean, a punt doesn't do you a whole lot of good here, and
25.
I'm definitely going to go out here. That guy ain't going to be able to kick it this far. I don't think if they walked off the field, he'd kick it that far. They're going to take a timeout and talk about what they do with 6:02 left in the game. Satsuma 20, Northview 12. All right, here we go. 4th down play from that part of the field. You got to do it.
Ain't nobody covering.
Got 2 guys on the right. We got, I'll tell you what, 24. I tell you what, thank goodness, number 14, it was a bad pass. Let me tell you, we had 1 DB out here covering 2 guys. Thank goodness they didn't try to audible off or do anything. You know what? It doesn't matter. 6:02 left in the game. And the Cougars are going to take over on downs and pick it up here at the 25-yard line. 75 yards to go to fix this one.
Got plenty of time.
Absolutely, we got plenty of time.
They need to move it on down the field, and our offense has been doing really good. Got Johnson.
Yeah, we're going to have Johnson and T.J. Marshall out on one side. We're going to see Desmond Rogers out here on the near side to us, and of course Mims and Cedric Jackson been the running backs all night. So we're going to run out of the shotgun. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. He takes back. He looks a little. Well, you know, he had the right idea, but got right into a lineman's arm, so incomplete pass.
Had him wide open out
here.
Sure did. And had Desmond Rogers wide open.
Yeah, well, I'm with you. Right idea, right call. It just execution just didn't happen that time.
Good thing about this offense is you can move it on down the field no matter.
You're dang right. I was going to say. Yeah, here we go. We got the. We realize what it is. We got the heat timeout in 50-degree weather, but that's just the way it works.
I don't think that's right. I don't know why. They used to stop this thing when it got certain cold.
Sure.
Dan Washburn would stop it, and I don't know what they're doing now. I reckon they have a certain date they stop it.
I guess so, and it may be October, but we'll come back in a minute. 5:55, 20-13, Satsuma. All right, Cougars on the lineup. We're gonna run them out twins to each side. We got them all out here. We got Rogers and Daniel George, and I'm sure on the other side we're going to have Roberts. Let's see, here we go. Okay, Wimmish going to do the turn, going to throw in. I'd get on it. I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what the thought was there, Coach. Looked like they were trying to.
They run a screen pass.
It's almost like a screen. It was going to be some kind of reverse or something, didn't it?
Well, he was taking the screen to one side, reverse out, throwing the screen to the other side, and it got kind of out of whack. I don't know exactly what all went out. It wasn't the timing wasn't very good. Satsuma's got back in a two-deep secondary. They've got us where they're not isolated, not as isolated as much on this thing. They're backing up for the pass, and underneath stuff is open. And
3rd and 10, we got to be concentrating on first down here. 3rd and 10. All right, let's go. 3rd and 10 from 25. We moved over on the right side. Dadgummit. All right. It's going to be 3rd and 15 now from about the 21. All right, well, again, 3rd and 15 from about the 20. So, again, I probably doesn't change our play selection a lot. I don't know. I don't know if it's too early. We'll have to see what we do on this play to see whether we can see what we need to do here.
Looks like they're confused a little bit, Satsuma is. And we got a double covering Johnson out here.
Let's see what we got happening over here. All right, Wimmer's going to roll out to his left. He's throwing it. He's throwing it. He was going for Patrick Reynolds, was intended receiver, but it was well over him. So we got 4th and 15. I think you're going to have to punt it and try to put it back in your defense to stop them. 5:46 to go. You hate to see that, but that's just what you got to do. You can't afford to turn it back over to them down in this point.
No, not this far down. Not with 5 minutes left. They still got plenty of time to stop them. They got all their timeouts. Need a good kick here, and kick it on down here and get a mistake. They can make a mistake.
Exactly right. You make the mistake right here on the punt. Let's see what they're going to do. They got a little different lineup. They were going to put one man back. This Josh Prine for them. They got nobody back. They may just decide. I don't blame them. They're going to bring the house, and they're not even going to try. I don't blame them. They're not even going to try to. They're not even going to try to return it, and that's probably a good play on Satsuma's part. And I guess we let the clock run out, so we're going to get a delay of game here. Back it up 5. And, I guess that's part of it. Let's get some confusion, not get them where they're ready to go, and we'll just back you up 5 more before you do it. So we're going to be at the 15, and we're going to punt from about 2 or 3 yard line here, Coach.
Yeah, we've got to get this thing out and get going.
All right. Time to step up again. Satsuma's not even going to send anybody back. They're just going to put them up here and see what kind of confusion they can go. They're going to probably run a couple of speedsters off the corners, see if they can get back. They've had a little success with some penetration, and we'll see if old Coachman can take care of it for us. Yeah, he's fine. That's all. Yeah, you know what? That's what you want. Yeah. Kick it out, let it roll across the 40 down to the there we go. We're going to touch it down at the 43-yard line. Nice job by Coachman. That's what you want to do. They don't put anybody back. Just get it out over the head and get a roller going, and life is good. So Satsuma will take over at their own 43, and it's defense time. That's all there is to it.
We've got to rise up and stop them. The defense is has got to do their jobs and get out here and play as hard as they can and turn the thing in. They're going to run sweep right and sweep left, and power out and power left.
Exactly
and
right.
They're not even going to throw it.
Exactly
And,
right.
So we need to line everybody up close to the line of scrimmage and stuff it. If they throw it, we just have to get one-on-one coverage. But I'm going to shut it down.
That's right.
That's exactly what they're doing. And here they are in the 2 tight end power game.
That's right.
So
all right, we must be good. It's good to see McMiller back in there. He's obviously fine after that little shake-up injury. So there we go. Let's crash in. There you go. Get in the backfield. Right there. There you go. Now, that was a good play. Roderick Thomas penetrated real quick.
No.
What do we have, Coach?
Call. They late hit on us, but that was not. The referee shouldn't have called that now.
All right, well, let's see what this laundry's about.
No, it was a late
You
hit
know what
on
it was,
us.
for
I
sure.
saw it, but I hope he didn't call that. There's no way that was a late hit. They're talking about it, so
Yeah.
I think maybe they're saying that,
See if we can get a wave off here.
Yeah.
5:29 to go in the game, and it's 20-12. And you sure hate to see a play like that and see what you got. Was it a head slap? Is that what he called? Head slap?
He hit him, yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, dadgummit. Well, that's a big penalty, isn't it?
I'm telling you,
We'll take you all the way down to the Northview 40. I'll tell you what. All right. Well,
I don't agree with that.
I don't either, but one of those things. Here's the deal: they got to get over it and come out here and play ball right now. You got what? You got to stop them in this series.
They're going to run the power play. That's
exactly
what they're
right.
going to do. We've got to get up there and go get the linebackers are bringing them.
Got to bring them. Got to bring him.
Shut him down.
See what he does.
Get some penetration back
Go on
there.
a late count, and he's going to go off the right side, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, and we can't do that either. I noticed we got Curley and Thompson in on the tackle.
That's a good little running back.
I tell you what, this George Fluckham has absolutely, he's a senior, thank goodness. They show him his quarterback. He has done some platooning with Blake Rowell, who's also a senior, shows the wide out, but he has run hard as a running back. He's basically all-purpose is what we're figuring out. He's an athlete.
Good little, sure.
All right.
They're going to do the same thing.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Stop it.
We got to get up here and sure like to see us bring those linebackers up a little bit. Let's see if we can stop this. We can't afford to give up 5 a clip right now. All right, all right. 75 to a little left. Yeah, exactly. Flugger just going to pick his hole. But I tell you what, he got across, picked up about 2, but that's going to be enough for a first down, Coach.
Yep.
Across the 20 to about the 19 and a half, and he just needed the 20 was what he needed there. So
they've got to get them in. In this situation, you've got to just shut it down. And I don't know what to tell anybody to do except to just got to hustle, out-hustle somebody, and out-gut them and go get it.
Exactly right. You got to go in there. You know us. We'll see what we got to do. Ball set, 4:10, and the clock's running, and
And it can't give up because there's plenty of time.
Can't do it. That's right. That's right.
Keep giving the ball back to the offense, and eventually, things
see what we got going on. Got a guy with a helmet off, so we're going to end up with a. Now, I'm all for everybody being fine. They got an officials timeout because the guy had a helmet problem, but well, okay, never mind. We're not gonna go there. Let's just get up here and play ball like we're supposed to.
We got 2 tight ends. They're gonna run the power game.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. We need to bring them up, bring these linebackers up,
and that's exactly
and let's stuff this hole. We can't let them get 5 yards a clip. See if he runs what he runs this time. He runs a handoff. And Fluckham's going to pick up about 4 off the right side down to the 26.
We're getting penetration back in the backfield.
Yeah.
The problem is when the lineman's coming in there, he's got to get down the line more instead of in the backfield more. He's taking a bad angle. And football's a game of angles, and that's the thing we're getting penetration. But we got a 2nd and long.
Second and long, we took a timeout, and that's the right thing to do. And we'll stop the clock. And he's got to tell them right now, fellas, we're going to use a couple of timeouts here. They get a first down, then we can't stop the ball. So we just got to stop it right now.
Coach Harris is talking to the officials right now. I don't know what he's saying, but he's.
Well, I'm sure it had to do with that equipment deal over there a minute ago because he took an official timeout. Guy had an equipment issue, started it all over, and that ran some time off the clock. And, All right, well, that's all right. Now he's back in the huddle with the Northview Cougar defense, and.
I know he's disappointed to be behind right now, and I know he wants the ball back to give him a chance to get offense back the ball back. And,
all right.
Got a long season still ahead of them. That puts them in a situation if things not to come out. This game is far from over, but it's puts them in a situation. At least it's not a region game, but it's still they need to. This is the kind of game they need to test themselves and come on back and go.
Exactly right. This is exactly what you got to do. All right. Well, we're gonna see it. They're gonna stack them up. They're just gonna put one. We're just gonna put one. We're gonna put one wide out on the left side, and like you said, they're gonna run 7 linemen. And let's see what we got here.
They're gonna run a power play.
That's right. This time up to the fullback, and dadgummit, we're going to let him break loose. He's down to the 10-5, and I'm telling you, he's tough. Touchdown. Yeah. That's that same guy. That's that Boston Snowden that's played there. We got a flag back here on something, and I don't know what that is, but they gave a power play to the fullback, and he got into open field, and he was gone. We'll see what the flag's all about, though. I saw a little bit of extracurricular activity going on down the field there as the play was finalizing. So, but let's see what we got happening here. I hate to say they're talking to Satsuma. So
I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, they're talking to them. I'm afraid they had us for that. Yeah, here we were. We got mad, did something we shouldn't have done, but you know, let's frustrated. So that's going to hold up. It's going to be scored Satsuma 26, Northview 12 with 3:22 left. And now they're going to go for the extra point. Yeah, that was, they ejected Spencer Piba, so I don't know what was happening, but the frustration's got the best of him, and he's going to sit the rest of this game out.
Yeah. Well, you just can't let the discipline you lose your discipline. I know they're disappointed with all that kind of thing. And, you know, bottom line didn't play very well. You know, you can't come out here and then be lackadaisical.
That's right.
And I'm not trying to
the extra
knock
point's
anybody.
Good. Yep.
They just got to have a good attitude every time they line up. This is 6A football. It's not 2A.
Exactly right.
And
27 score, 27 Satsuma, Northview 12 with 3:22 to go. And you know what you got to do when it comes right here. Tell you what, you got to go out there right now, play offense, and you know you got to do those things you got to do. 3 minutes.
Onside kick, get the thing back in the ball game. There's a lot of things that happen.
Exactly right.
We've seen ball games won like this. You can win them. But it's. You know, I feel like they've got to get a hold of that and start doing things like that. And if they're not, they're never going to have a team like they all want.
Right.
And penalties like that and things like that, they can't let happen. They just got to.
What you got to, like you said, what you got to see right now is Northview's got to come out. That's right. This offense has got to put that behind them and go out and say, you know, we can't worry about we're down 2 scores. We got to make 1 score. Then we worry about the second round.
Right. Exactly.
All right. I think we'll see, I think we'll probably see them. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, get the ball.
Quite frankly, if I was Satsuma, I would just kick it out of bounds. I wouldn't let Johnson get a hold of it. And, you know, we got a lot of folks. We're going to have them spread out. We got McMiller and Reynolds and Cedric Jackson deep. And, of course, they kicked it short to Justin Johnson once. They won't do that again. Matter of fact, we'll see. I think they'll just kick it out of bounds. All right, there you go. That's what I get for thinking. We're going to pick it up with Reynolds in the middle, and he's going to come over to the right side. He's got a little room at the 30, got a little wedge there out across the 40. So nice little return, and Patrick Reynolds gets out to the 41, and 3:11 left in the game. We're going to get Reynolds and get this offense out here, and let's see if we can't put together a 2-minute offense, try to get the ball back.
This is what I was saying. You know, every time they get out here, they need to practice like it's the end of the year.
Exactly
right.
Working
on the end of the year, because they're definitely a playoff team. Northview is a playoff team. If they will play like that and work on themselves and not give up and just keep doing it, they've isolated Reynolds here. I am coaching too much, but I'm just trying to show this. No,
you're right. Let's see what we got happening here. All right, Wimbish, he's going to go ahead. There we go. Not a good. All right, his intended receiver over there was Patrick Reynolds off to the left. Of course, we see him back here playing center field and doing that, but we'll have an opportunity to move it. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, had him open on an out pass and just overthrew him a little bit. A little too much extracurricular activity down there. I think they're running the mouth. Satsuma is, and we need to have class and shut up and play football and do what we got to do and get a first down. Let's get this thing in the end zone. It's not the end of the year or end of life.
All right, Wimbish going to take it out of the shotgun, of course. He's dropping back, and he's got time, and he's throwing over the middle to Justin Johnson. Nice play across the 50 down to the 45. So got a little life there. Going to pick up a first down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the – what we got happening over here?
We got a flag on us, I think, or somebody. Two of the linemen.
Look at that.
We're doing too
You
much
know what?
extracurricular activity.
Now, you know, you like me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get my dander up a little bit over that. That's just no call for that. Here it is. You pick up a play. You pick up 15 yards, and you're down there. If you want to wrestle with somebody, go out for the wrestling team. You know, if you want to box with somebody, go out for the boxing team. If you want to play football, you got to play a team, and you got to get past all that.
Exactly.
All right, I'm off my soapbox, Coach. Now we'll go back.
They're getting frustrated, and there's no reason to get frustrated. There's a long season ahead of you. You've got 5 more games, all of them region games, all of them really important. You play for that. You play for the.
Yep.
It's ever who is the best team the 11th week. This doesn't mean anything except getting you better. And evidently, in some areas we got better. In some areas we didn't.
Yeah. Of course, instead of being on the Satsuma 45, we're not going to go back and be on our 24-yard line. So and with 2:57 left, that's just not where you need to be. But
probably cost a touchdown.
That's, you know, it costs us a chance to put it in position, but for at least for the time being. So, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's get the ball set. Let's get our composure together, as you said, and let's run a play here. We're gonna run Desmond Rogers out here on the left side, and of course we're gonna run with our same two with Reynolds and Justin Johnson out to the right side, and he's gonna take it under center this time with Mims in the backfield, along with Cedric Jackson as well. So let's see what we got going on here. All right, so he's gonna look to his right, immediately throw that quick play, and now we're gonna throw a hitch out over to Jackson across the 30, out to about the 37. Nice play out there. There you go. Now here's the upside of that. Get over there, take the 15. It's turning a little sloppy over here now, but their defensive back stops him, makes a nice play, and then gets in his face and does a bunch. But I'm going to tell you what, looks like Satsuma coach does have him by the face mask. Yeah. What he's going to do, he's going to add 15 and put us back across midfield, back into Satsuma territory.
Yeah. Hopefully it was not us over
there.
No.
It was, there is no way it was us on this one, Coach. I'm telling you, I sat here and watched after he tackled him. He got up and
twisted his leg.
The camera's not going to have it, and that's fine, but we're having some one-on-one discussions on the other side, and you know what? That's what it ought to be.
I think they're trying to figure out who did what, but obviously we saw.
Well, I do see at least 2 flags. I hope we don't get that. Hope we don't have that famous. Everybody did something, so nobody gets anything. You know what? There you go. Gonna do it anyway, aren't they?
Both of us.
Offsetting. Well, the lesson, and we know the lesson to be learned there is let the guy hit you, watch the 15 go, and go back to the huddle. Absolutely. Okay? So.
What I'm saying, Satsuma's I don't say they're a dirty team, but they've done a lot of running their mouth, a lot of nitpicking and stuff, and we got to let that stuff go.
That's right.
Northview acts like class and needs to be class, and it's hard to do that sometimes. I understand, but that's part of it.
Sure.
We got a football game to play. We talk with the scoreboard, not with our.
Well, that's what we said. Like I said, if you want to go out for ultimate fighting, then head out to Vegas and start practicing, right? Go get in the octagon. Don't do it out here on the football field on the gridiron.
Exactly right.
All right.
2 minutes and 48 seconds, 27-12, and we got the ball 4th down, I believe, isn't it?
No, we're gonna be. Well, you know what? Even the guy on the sidelines back got me confused. Many penalties we've had here. I got the scoreboard at 2nd and 28 on the 23, but that we should be. I think we should be, unless I miss something. Should be 3rd down here. All right. Gonna be 4th. If not, it's gonna be 4th and about 15. So
dead ball foul, evidently.
Yeah, 4th and 15, and let's see. Well, again, gut check. So let's go ahead and do something. All right. Well, we're gonna have them. Obviously, we're gonna spread them all out. We're gonna leave Jackson back there with Wimbish to do a little blocking if need be. And the key is to pick up 15 yards here. Got to have some blocking. All right. He's going deep, and I tell you, he's got to step on him. Oh, I tell you what, really was a nice play. Let me tell you, Daniel George had a chance to catch it, haul it in at the 20, and he had a lot of traffic there. He had 3 Satsuma guys with him, but wasn't able to do that. Wasn't able to pull it in, but nice pass, and actually a nice pattern. And he put himself in a position to try to make it, but it just didn't happen.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left. They've got the ball left, and like I said, this is they'll probably sit on it or whatever. But we need to be going hard at them to get ourselves better. And I said that last week when we were playing, Opelika, but and improve, because this season is a long season. There's 5 games left. They're 2 and 3 after this game, and but the 5 games are region games.
That's
you
right.
can easily be 7 and 3.
Yeah,
there's no reason to give up the ship on the season when you've got as good a football team as we've got, and I know we do. And
I don't think we will. I think what we'll see us hopefully do is come out, do this, get our head back together, and we'll come out and know that, hey, look, it's all about the region. You make the region. It's called getting the chip in the big game, and that's what we got a chance to do. Getting the region playoffs, and then everybody starts at scratch again then.
Absolutely. I know you talked about it earlier about the I formation, just running power stuff.
Right.
All they're gonna do. Now we hit the fullback end back there.
Stop him for no gain, and and he's a good ball player. I've seen this Snowden guy. He was a good ball player. Played linebacker and had good speed. Of course, had him at playing fullback as well. So.
Well, that's a good job. We stuffed him. Got up in there and shut it all down. And
I think we're gonna call our last timeout. Should be our 3rd and final timeout there, Coach.
Not giving up. Working on
No,
things.
absolutely
That's what
not.
we need to do.
All right, let's go. 2:28 left here in the 4th, and Cougars got a chance. They need to, at least to stop them, and let's see if we can do something to get us on a positive note going into this big region stretch we got.
Bring linebackers up there.
And hey, why not? Yeah. Let them do it. Let's bring the house. Let's come in. All right, there you go. Now roll out. Now Curley's going to chase him outside over there. There you go. Nice play. Jermaine Thompson with a nice play. This,
out of bounds there. Push him out of bounds. Good job.
That's right. Blake Ryle, this senior they've got, who's done a great job at quarterback tonight, done a good job directing him. But Jermaine Thompson Jr. out there, who plays wide receiver, playing some DB, pushed him out. Curley in pursuit. So there you go. Stop the clock. 3rd and 8. Let's see what we want that ball back one more time.
That's really good football play there with 2 minutes left, and you're playing this kind of football.
Well, we at least, like I said, no timeouts. We got a chance to stop the clock and did that.
It's the same thing here. Play as hard as you can, and
go ahead. That's
you're getting ready for next week is what you're doing.
Exactly right.
You can't
exactly right.
Probably win this thing, but you
it's gonna be tough. Let's see if we can do it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, this group that's come in, they just stopped Fluckham, and that's one of the few times we've. That guy, I don't know. I'd like to see his stats tonight. He's been a workhorse for him.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Really good.
But nice job by the defense. Let's go ahead and step up. Let's not do that. Let's get tough. Let's stick them and slow them down. And 4th and 5, I think they'll go for it again, and they'll run the clock down. But we got a chance to stop them and get it back with a $1:30.
A couple of bad pass plays is really what hurt us more than anything else.
Yeah.
A couple of defensive backs not judging the ball and not judging the player where he is and not judging the ball, and little fundamental mistakes that, it's the same old thing. Little things add up, and it's not like they didn't try or anything like that. It's just things that they can. I haven't seen anything we can't improve on.
Absolutely.
I don't. I'm not down on anything.
No,
I
absolutely.
hope they don't think I'm down on them, because nobody is. But, that means we can get a lot better, and that's the thing they need to do is keep improving and take these last 5 and decide where they want this program to go, where they want to be.
Well, like I said, we talked about it a little earlier. Very first year this school was in existence, kind of faced with that same choice, and it's just a different setup now. Back then, we weren't in a position. In this day and age, you got to win a few games, get in the region. As we said, you reset the clock on everybody. When you get into the playoffs, man, it's all back to square one. That's all it is.
11th week, if you're in it, it don't matter where you.
Exactly right. That's right.
Everybody, you got to beat them anyway. So you might as well get in the doggone.
No doubt about it. And
Northview needs to be a playoff team. I'm the first to tell everybody if they're not, it's not. I don't blame any of the coaches or players. I just blame they need to decide.
That's right.
That's what they want to do. And I'm a believer. I watch them. I know how they can do. And you talk about the first team. I'll just say the first team. Y'all had a choice. Y'all were 4 and 4 at one time. You could have been 4 and 6. You could have been 5 and 5, or you could have been 6 and 4. And y'all decided to be 6 and 4. And there was no playoff.
That's right.
It was just pride.
No playoff. That's exactly right.
Pure pride.
All right, 4th and 5. Let's see where they come up. They're going. He's probably going to run a sweep or run outside. There it is. Bootleg. We're on him though. We cut him back inside and we stopped it. See, you know what? There you go. That's the way you do it.
That's exactly
We're going to get the ball with $1:28 left, and you know what it's all about? That's right. We stuffed them 4 straight plays, and probably played that play selection of theirs as well as we played it tonight.
That's absolutely. The first time we did the bootleg right, got in there and hustled and moved around, and
that was Darren Akinduro over there, the linebacker. They turned it right back inside, a lot of pursuit. These guys came over and said, you know what, we're just not going to put up with it. Let's stop it and let the offense work it again. Wimbush back, he's looking, he's going to roll out to his left. He found somebody over the middle there. Okay, well, he hit Justin Johnson at about the 50-yard line, but couldn't hold on to it. So
he dropped the ball, didn't quite bring it on in. But they're way back, and the coach is doing a good job of calling plays, getting everything underneath them right now. And,
that's right.
And this is a good time to work on your 2-minute offense.
Hey,
this is a good time to take it on down the field, because you're going to see this again. You know, you're going to see the same situation. You might be ahead, or you might be down by 3.
That's right.
You're going to see this again.
And you know what we talk about? Do all you want at practice. It just ain't the same.
You can't
simulate
all this. So
we got trips right. See Wimbush back. Let's do a little blocking. Pick up that guy. There you go. All right, he's going to flush out to the right across the 30, and he's going to cross the 40. And Wimbush is going to get out across about to the 47, get out of bounds. So with a $1:13, we're at midfield and got a chance to run what I call some real plays. You know, you're not just throwing a Hail Mary up there. We got a chance to run some plays here.
Yeah.
Got D.R. Forrester coming off back here.
Talking to him about something. I don't know what he was talking about. And
I don't know. I don't know if he's got a issue or not, but it's okay. We're going to bring in Paul Morrow to come in. Paul Morrow is going to come in and replace DR. And we got a 1:13. Here we are at the Northview 49. And let's get down, like you said. Let's work the 2-minute offense, because you never know when you need it.
That's right. Get better at this, and then you'll be in the same position again.
All right. He's dropping back. All right. Nice block. Come on. There you go. He's flushed out back across the 50. Wimbush across the 45. Cuts it up, couldn't get out of bounds. He's down at the 40. Clock running at 1:03. Let's see if they'll hustle up. They're on top of their game.
They got to change this.
There we go.
Stop it. There you go.
All right, there you go.
Got a first down, so they
need to get out there and get ready.
Whenever they get it.
That's right. So they got to be ready for it when it gets set to play, because they will start it. All right, here we go. Clock start. We got 58 seconds. Fortunately, the clock operator wasn't there. You go. All right, Wimbush is going to go ahead. Let's take that snap. We got him split out everywhere. He's looking. He's going to roll out to his right. He's throwing it deep. Come on. Well, bad pass. He was trying to underthrew it, and there we go. Okay.
His arm got hit as he was
he did. It sure did. And it threw an interception down at the 20. They returned it out to about the 50. And you know what? I'll say this. You know, there was a chance. Justin Johnson had a choice to make there at the end.
Yeah.
He pushed the guy out of bounds, did it. Didn't do anything flagrant, whatever, so show a little class and let's come on. And with 38 seconds left, obviously this one's over, and what they got to do now is work on some things and come back next week and say, you know what, boys, it's a new season. It's region time.
I think they play on Thursday night next week.
They do. We'll be here next Thursday.
Yeah, they play Russell County, I believe. Is that what it is?
You know what, I think you're right, Coach.
Yeah, Russell County.
By the time they air this, it'll be after. They won't know that we weren't sure.
Oh, okay. Well.
All right, take a knee with 36 seconds, and that's going to end up being our final score on this one, Coach. As the clock ticks down, I don't know if we'll get another playoff or not. They have not said it, and they probably intentionally didn't with some of what's going on. So that's going to be it as we wind down. Final score here tonight is going to be Northview Cougars 12, Satsuma Gators 27. Well, and they're going to come on out, and we're going to shake hands, we're going to move on, and we're going to wrap this one up. And like I said, we're going to come back next Thursday and start region ball.
Absolutely. So that's what. And I think they can climb, have a great attitude and do great things. I don't know things. No reason they can't.
All right.
I think it's all their attitude and how what they.
I agree with you. That's like you said, got a decision to make, and I believe they'll make the right one.
I do too.
We'll come back Thursday. We'll check it out.
All right.
And I'll see you then, Coach.
Enjoyed it.
You've been watching high school football action. Join us again next time for more high school football action right here on your local channel.